Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Media Buffet. I am RAT Comedy, and here to tell you that Pyra is still hot 4 years later. Okay, I'm joined here with Mercury right here to discuss the Game Awards of 2024. So, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic because today is a very special occasion. We've mentioned it before in the first ever episode of Media Fae that our first topic would be the 2020 Game Awards, and that didn't happen.
What?
Rock Comedy, I believe you wanted to be in that episode. I'm not sure, that was so long ago,
No, I
but
was in that episode. I was in one of the episode, one of the.
you were
I
I think
was.
you voted in like most of the 20 of the Game Awards episodes, but yeah, I think minus 2022.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that was terrible.
um, we have tried to do an episode on the Game Awards ever since the podcast started, right? It
Mhm.
has been it has been year after year, five consecutive Game of the Years, Game Awards. Oh yeah, and that too. And now, finally, we have a Game Awards episode. We tried it 2020, but at that point, Pee Wee, our old host, decided that it was too late to really do an episode on it, so he can't. He decided to cancel it. 2021 rolled around. I was head of the podcast by then. It took too long. We decided not to do it. 2022, the same thing. 2023, I didn't try. And at that point, I had like pretty much given up until 2024, where I actually decided, you know what, let's do it. This is the time to finally talk about the Game Awards. And it is the time. It is the
Game
time.
Awards.
It is.
Yeah.
We are here to finally talk about the Game Awards. The
Okay.
2024 Game Awards. Hopefully, this is not the last. This is not. Hopefully, this is only the first time and not the last time.
Wait. So, okay, we discussed Game Awards 2019, right?
No, we weren't there.
Or no, 2020, or we did one. Or
No, we have not. We have never done a Game Awards episode.
but I was in one of the early episodes, the third one, right?
Yeah, you were in the second episode where we talked about the Nintendo Direct, which is where Drip Bowser and Pyrus
Are
Hot
you
came from.
are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Okay, I thought it was I thought it came from that.
You thought
Well,
I was of
my
that?
my life is a lie. That intro was a lie. I'm sorry, okay?
I mean,
Now I
not
have
really, because like yeah, eh. It's been a year. I mean, like it's almost been a year. It's almost been about 4 years. Not it's been a year because it's been over a year. But yeah, I mean, no, but yeah, Nintendo Direct was where Pyrrhus Hot and Drip Bowser comes from.
to remember. Yeah, I
Uh,
showed one of the previous episodes. I showed you that Drip Bowser Jr. was real.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, we are finally here. Uh, is there anything else to say? But yeah, no,
No,
4 years. We are what? What are you saying?
I have something else. I have something to say. I am not that into games. Well, technically, because I most of these games are alien concepts to me. Like I really only play Nintendo games, so I
Yeah, I know.
mean
Don't worry.
I'm
Like I
lost.
told you, like I told you off the recording. I guess I'll walk you through why this is one of the best game awards that I've ever seen. Really.
Yeah, so
But yeah, what I want to say is that it's been we did not do we didn't have the time or the real like I guess what do you call it? Again, it's the time to really do a very a, a specific episode on our 4 year anniversary, and that's a real shame. But consider this: our TGA episode, our first TGA episode, that what was going to be our first topic ever, to be that 4 year anniversary special. whenever this might come out, I don't know. This might come out in the next few days because there's still quite a bit of episodes that we have to do. Not there's only one until I actually get to release this one. But yeah, consider this and whatever other episodes come out before this one our official, or I guess like semi-official 4-year anniversary special. Yeah, just this is our official 4-year anniversary. But, the Game Awards this time it is, and which is kind of cool actually. Fun fact: this is the 10th. This Game Awards commemorates the 10th anniversary of the awards, and this is the 11th Game Award. So, a Game Award ceremony. It's a ceremony. So yeah, this is very coincidental. This one's a bit long. I'm not sure. This one's a bit different from the others, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if that's gonna be the same thing for this year's Game Awards. But yeah, this time they didn't have a pre-show per se. They had an opening act. This pre-show was a bit bigger than the ones that were in previous years. So we'll be covering both the opening act and the main show because both have awards. We'll be covering both the awards and the announcements that came out for it. And I want to go into why I think that the golden age of gaming is making a return. We are RAT Comedy, and when I'm telling you, we're entering a good age. We are entering a good age.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Look, I'm playing this stupid game with you, and it's stupid hard. Okay, so, but I understand. Okay.
I'm like fucking shaming you. I'm just fucking saying. Like, I'm hyping up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, I'm not into other games other than Nintendo games. That's really all I grew up with and continue playing to this day. So I did branch out every now and then. Like I played God of War 2018. It was amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a lot to go over, so let's just begin. I'll try to cut down on the awards since I don't know if we're gonna really be talking about that a lot. I'll try to just like say like if there's like consecutive awards, I'll just fucking go over them at once. But yeah. First up, the opening act started off with an announcement. Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound. So what do we think?
I don't know.
All right. Just to kind of put it, just to say some things. Ninja Gaiden is a very old franchise. You might recognize it.
I've only heard of it like once or twice and never again.
Yeah, no, Ninja Gaiden's is a really old franchise dating back to the original Nintendo.
Oh.
Yeah. It and people don't really know, only really know it for that. But then and then we had more games, and then more games. The last game that came out for Ninja Gaiden was Ninja Gaiden Z, Ninja Gaiden Z back in 2014. So us getting a new game in Ragebound, which is supposed to be a side-scrolling game, kind of the same. It's made by the same people as let's see, I forgot who makes Ragebound again. Give me a second. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I know it's like a very big, a very big indie developer. The Game Kitchen. Okay, and these guys made Blasphemous. So yeah, just like games. Here we go.
Oh.
They made so it's like a Metroidvania Ninja Gaiden, which is kind of Ninja Gaiden was in NES. Yeah, it's cool to see that this company does a lot. This company is very reputable. I wanted to see what Blasphemous was about, and I did want to buy it, but I have just not gotten the chance to.
Oh, such a
But yeah, Ninja Gaiden. I'm glad that it's back after so long. It's such a like a cornerstone franchise of gaming, and seeing it sort of revive in its old form while still have like a new coat of paint is very cool. So yeah, we're moving on. Well, first of all, Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound is coming out in summer of 2025. So, do you have anything to say before we move on? Because next up is our first award.
Okay.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Our first award of the night of the night. Well, really, yeah. This is kind of a recap
Yeah.
or everything. The first award is the best fighting game award, and that went to Tekken 8.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about Tekken, so I'm not too surprised by that. Okay.
Yeah, no. Really, the other ones are I don't know. I don't remember what the other
Hold on.
ones were.
We got the Tekken guy in Smash, right?
Yeah, Kazuya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tekken 8. Uh, like it released very early in the year. Like it was in January. Like that was it's a very very early release.
Happy
And sometimes
birthday,
you don't
man.
really. Yeah, I released fucking this year. Um, but and let me see what the other ones were because I don't remember. What the other fighting games. Here you go. Yeah, like sure, like there were other games that were here. Like for example, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which I know a lot of people did like. I'm not sure about Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. There was not a lot of games this year because this one was released. I mean, yeah, this one did count. This one was released after the Game Awards of last year, so well, no, like 2023. Then moreover, there's Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classic, which is fucking with re-release shit. Which I mean, moreover, there's Capcom is really cool. Like let's not get that twisted, but I would have kind of been against it winning since it's just re-release content. So yeah, it's kind of like why I don't like that fucking Elden Ring Shadow of the Year Tree was nominated for Game of the Year. I'll get into that when we get to that. But yeah, I don't like so yeah, it would have been kind of mad that if this one, and then there's Multiverses, which is just fucking. But
Warner Brothers,
yeah,
Smash Bros.
yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, but Tekken 8 was like the de facto win, but a lot of people do like Tekken 8. I have played Tekken 7. I mention this every time we have covered Tekken 8. Every time we've ever mentioned it in like media and like media consumers or like any like fucking like award not awards but like any presentation that's ever like shown Tekken 8. That's what I always say. I played Tekken 7. I really like Tekken 7, so I think I'd like Tekken 8, but I haven't given it a chance yet, but I know a lot of people do like Tekken 8, and you know what? I see the appeal.
You've got
All right, next
credentials.
up, yeah. Next up is One Move Away, which I feel it's a cozy game, like whatever. It's a moving game. You just like it reminds me of like that one indie game that came out recently that you just like it that you're moving, like you're moving house and you're putting stuff in like in those. And this one's it's very similar. This one's a puzzle game where you put stuff like you try to fit stuff in the car. I think there's a space for games like that. Obviously, it's not for me. I'm not the type of to play cozy games. But I appreciate that it's here. I appreciate that it's getting made for those type of people. So do you have anything to say about comedy?
For those who enjoy traveling and just moving from place to place and packing up and just, I don't know, sleeping on your car, then congratulations, this game is for you. I did that in one breath.
I could tell because you kind of gave up at the end. All
Yeah.
right. Next, okay, so One Move Away is coming out in 2025. No release date aside from that. So let's move on to the other announcement. The next announcement, which is Slay the Spire 2. Now I have Slay the Spire because of PlayStation Plus. So I'm not even. I think I got it for free. Just like fucking, they just gave it out for free. But it's a card game, and not like a card game, but it's centered on
Ew.
cards. And I am not the biggest fan of games centered around cards or just card games in general. I'm not the biggest fan. But I am willing to make an exception for this one. This one looks really cool. It's like an RPG, and you're like, I guess like your special attacks are through cards, and you can like combine shit. It's so well made, and I'm willing to give Slay the Spire 1 a chance. just to see how it goes. But yeah, it looks really cool. Like Slay Spire 2 and Slay Spire 1 look really cool, and I would like to really dive into it. Yeah, do you have
Not
anything to say about
interested.
Slay Spire 2?
I'm not interested. Simple as that.
You don't like card games either. You're not the biggest card game guy.
Uh, I'm actually been pulling away from Clash Royale and recently started grinding Clash of Clans. So yeah, I'm breaking that addiction.
In,
That's
in
a
this
good
one, you
thing.
don't buy cards. It's just like you use cards like within the game. There's another game further down here that it's also kind of like that, where like cards are your like special abilities, and it looks really fun. I'll talk about it when we get to it. But yeah, I'm not even sure what it fucking is. Oh, there we go. It's actually not that far away, huh? Whatever. We'll talk about it when we talk about it. Yeah. Slay Spire 2 is coming out on early access in 2025. So we're gonna move on to uh our second award tonight, which goes to Best VR AR Game, which goes to Batman Arkham Shadow.
Man,
I don't have any, man. I don't have any fucking. Also, the subreddit for this for Batman Arkham went ballistic in a bad way when this game was announced because they were like, "What the fuck?" Right? We wanted an Arkham game for so long. We got Suicide Squad and a VR game in the same year. Like
what's it gonna
we need
best?
We need a Batman Arkham game, not this shit. But yeah, I have not seen gameplay of this game at all. And like, yeah, just it was a bit weird. Just kind of not seeing any gameplay of this and then seeing it when game of the best VR AR game. But I don't play VR games. I can't really say anything, and I play less AR games, so I can't really opine on it too much because I don't play these games. It's just like, and you know what? I'm fine. You know what? Fine. I'm not mad that this game won because I don't play these games. I really just don't.
My honest
Yeah,
opinion, man,
sure. Why not? I guess if Batman Arkham wins, it's all good.
man.
All right. Next up is some announcements. Next up is a DLC for Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver in the Jungle.
Dave the Dave the Diver, that guy from the Nintendo Direct.
Ah, finally, a game you're familiar with.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is an expansion for Dave the Diver, which they've decided to announce in 2024 for release in late 2025. Also, there's a game that is even worse at this. I'll talk about it when we talk about it, but goddamn, that game! Oh yeah, I found it. That game is terrible. That game had the gall to do something that I didn't even know was possible.
Oh,
But yeah,
which
Dave the
one?
Diver. Next up, a double. It's very far away, but Double Dragon Revive. I'll talk when we
Oh
talk about
no.
it, but the release date for that game and what they announced with it is absurd.
God, I don't remember
But
that
yeah,
much about it.
uh, I'll talk about. I don't remember much about the trailer itself, but I do know what Double Dragon is, so I'll at least like say it. But when we get to it, Dave the Diver. Looks a lot of fun. They had a little crossover a few months ago, and I want to see where I want to get to that, but I don't have the game. I don't know if I really want to get it. It looks fun, but I'm not sure. But you know what? More DLC is fine. There's more stuff to do, and it seems like a pretty big expansion with a whole new area and probably like more stuff to like more fish to get to just to put in your restaurant while the fuck you doing the game. Yeah, it's a pretty big expansion, and I do really like that. So, Rakon, do you have anything to say?
It's Dave, yo.
Yeah. All right, yeah, but yeah, like I said, it's coming out in late 2025, and next up is Thick as Thieves. Now, this game looks interesting. This game looks interesting. It is. It's a multiplayer game. It's a PvP multiplayer game where you're thieves and you're trying not to get caught while going against other thieves. It's not the most original concept, but it's a very fun concept.
I actually agree.
Yeah. what was it? It like it not only does it it allows like those like I guess when what do you call it, like it allows for like those fun like between friends moments that that you can have just fucking like a either like a laughing fit or like it's like a Mario Party game, you know, like if it feels like one of those games where
Oh,
it would have like the Mario Party effect.
oh, we're gonna kill each other over this game.
Yeah, this game looks like a lot of fun. Like it really does. And like sure, like I said, it's a simple concept, but you know what? It's a good concept as well. And like it looks like it has like so much personality. Like this game looks like a lot of fun, really. So yeah, no. Anything you said that you agreed, but do you have anything more to say?
As thin as thieves. That's a sequel.
As thin as thieves.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah. It has no release date up for now, but yeah, like we'll probably
they
learn
get
more
released
from it.
someday.
Yeah, no, it'll release one day. This is a game a bit further down, but not too far really. That is absurd. I'll talk about it later. But yeah, next up are three different awards. We'll just cover them all at once. The best esports game, which went to League of Legends. Next up,
Okay.
best esports athlete, which went to Faker, and then best esports team, which went to T1.
I don't even know who these
Those
guys
last
are.
two, I'm gonna be fucking real. I do not watch esports. I'm not a loser.
What's
Like,
even the appeal anyway?
yeah, no,
Watching
I don't know
guys
the
game.
appeal. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of like watching people play games. I'm just like if there's like I can't sit through playthroughs. Just saying it. I cannot sit through playthroughs. I can't sit through anything that's like streams. I get the appeal. I like watch a streamer like play a game and like fine like it's live. You're like having interactions with other people. It makes it interactive. But like just like watching a
Get under
playthrough,
their skin.
like watching this just a guy play a game. Like I'm not exactly the biggest fan of. I'm not exactly like clamoring to see that. You know, it's
No.
not on my it's not on my to watch list, and like less with esports because god damn, esports are kind of boring. And I don't know who Faker is. I don't know what T1 is, but good for them.
Congratulations, you won.
But best esports game, League of Legends, brother.
Brother.
Like I'm not want to say that. Okay, fine. like it's not like it had it's not like the competition wasn't as bad anyways. Hold on, what was the competition? I forgot what it
Mobile
was. There we
Legends
go.
Bang
Best esports
Bang.
game. Yeah, no, yeah. The other games in here were Counter Strike 2, Dota 2, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant.
Mobile Legends Gangbang. I had to
First
do
of
it.
all, I would have preferred Dota 2 to win. Not even because I like Dota 2. I'm saying like at least it's like something else and it's in fucking League of Legends.
Lol. They ruined
But
that
yeah,
word too.
League of Legends.
Yeah, they kind of just screwed over lol.
Yeah, well, not really. People still use LoL. Like I guess it's why people switch to Lamau instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. We're gonna move on from these. Next up to one of the strangest announcements of the entire night, Shadow Labyrinth.
Oh, Labyrinth. It's that. Oh
It
yeah,
it's
that's that one.
it's the Pac-Man side-scrolling game. It looks like a Metroidvania.
Yeah,
Um,
Pac-Man's evil.
just so you know, it's based. Oh, not really. Okay, there was in the show called Secret Level. There was an episode based on Pac-Man where it's like this concept of like a horror-esque take on Pac-Man. And what that episode was is that episode was a promotion for this game, Shadow Labyrinth.
It's
I
never
have
been
not
bad.
watched Secret Level, so I don't know what the episode is really about. All I know is like it's horror Pac-Man.
And
But
the fact that they canceled a Halo and
oh yeah, yeah,
Doom
yeah, yeah.
crossover.
They canceled the Halo and Doom crossover because Microsoft hates money. That was
They hate
Microsoft. That
fun.
was not the show. That was Microsoft. But also Valve turned down a Half-Life episode. So there's that. But yeah,
Well,
Shadow
they'll probably
Labyrinth.
deny a TF2 episode too.
Nobody said anything about TF2 episode.
No, but
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 they did.
imagine TF2 still alive,
I,
so
I wouldn't like. I think Valve would not mind a TF2 episode. I don't think they would mind. I think
live action
the
Hades.
thing is like like a lot of people have said it. Like what happened with the Half-Life episode was that Valve didn't want any attention on Half-Life because they have no interest in making Half-Life 3. So and then they know that people want Half-Life 3. So what they just did, what they did was that they turned it down because they didn't want any people to have like in their minds that Valve still cares about Half-Life. So yeah, they turned it down. But yeah. Anyway, going back to Shadow Labyrinth, yeah, it's based on that Pac-Man episode. Or at least like the Pac-Man episode is based on this game that was announced after the Pac-Man episode.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, like the cool thing, I think it's a cool take on Pac-Man, especially like a really weird one, like a fucking Metroidvania Pac-Man, or at least like side-scrolling Pac-Man. That's really cool. And I love me some Metroidvania. But yeah. Anything more to say?
Yeah, Pac-Man's evil now, and he's gonna eat everybody, and hopefully don't end up. Actually, that's gonna be a shitty death, because you gotta be you gotta be swallowed slowly, and bad. Also, okay, so that thing was just for the show, okay?
Well, no. It seems like they made the game,
The,
and then
yeah, and the
and then they went
show.
and then they went to secret level. Like they went to like, Amazon for the show to promote the game there.
Okay, so question, where was okay? Yeah, it was made by Namco, so they were okay with just with this parody.
No, okay, okay. Bandai Namco wanted to make Shadow Labyrinth, right? They
Uh-huh.
had this game. They had this game,
Yeah.
and they were fine with it. They were fine with it. And then to promote the game, or at least just to promote the game, they put it in secret level
Hmm.
before it was announced, and then they announced the game at in this opening act.
Hmm.
So yeah, but anyways, yeah, Shadow Labyrinth is coming out in 2025. Next up is a Steel Paws. There was no gameplay. The art style looks cool. It's apparently about a robots and there's like animal robots, but that's about it. I can't say anything because there's no gameplay, and I don't know the studio, so it's not like it's not like I can like say some things. No, there's just no gameplay. Which is what I have been saying this for so fucking long, man. Like indie games, specifically indie games, you don't have the backing of a studio. You don't have you have to sell people on this concept. So show gameplay. Like don't announce a game based on nothing. Just show gameplay, please.
They just they just show some shitty anime and they just called it a day. Anime game, gonna fail. That's it. That's my mentality.
There's an anime game that I want to talk about because it's so weird because there's like there's another announcement that's set in the same universe and it's like so vastly different.
Wait,
But
wait.
yeah, I'll talk about when we get to it.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. We'll carry on.
Alright, okay, but yeah, Steel Paws coming out 2025. No gameplay, so we're gonna move on to our next award, which is Games for Impact, and that's Neva.
Games
I
for
haven't played this
Impact.
game. It did seem like it was a bit like it was a very emotional like game, and that's what this category is for. It's for like games that have a lot of emotion put into it, and like gave you a lot of emotion. Like it displays a lot of emotion. That's what this category is for. And it looks like Neva really did that. I think it's made by the same people that made Celeste, which is like what was nominated for Game of the Year in 2018. So yeah, like it, like they have this sort of thing like to a T really, and yeah.
Let's make a category based on how many tears you shed. That's basically this stupid thing in a nutshell.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? It's fine that this
Oh,
guy that he's won. I'm not. I haven't played any of these other games really. I don't play much of these games. The only one I kind of didn't want to win is Life is Strange because god damn Life is Strange.
life really is strange.
But yeah, games for Impact never cool. Next up is for announcements. Back to announcements. It's Tales of the Shire A, the Lord of the Rings game.
Lord of the Rings. It never. Yeah, I got it again. Okay. The
This is
past few
not
months,
Gollum.
I've been bombarded with advertisements for that shitty movie, and now I'm now back to Lord of the Rings with this shitty game. How nice.
It's just Animal Crossing with like with the Hobbit setting, like how you said being a Hobbit town, and that's fine. Cool. The Hobbits. I have not seen any Lord of the Rings, but I'm pretty sure Hobbits are like passive to a certain
I
extent.
think I've seen a clip of it actually, or at least a scene, and I
I've
thought
been
it was
meaning to watch
cool.
Lord of the Rings, and if I ever do, I will review it on the podcast. But I have not. But I don't know that much about Lord of the Rings. And yeah, just it looks fine. Again, not much of the game. I don't really. It's just Animal Crossing with the the Lord of the Rings skin. That's fine.
It's bad.
You can look at it that way, but I'm just not. I'm just not interested. Really? Okay. And yeah. Tales of the Shire, Lord of the Rings game. You haven't even said. Well, you're fucking saying it's bad. Alright, whatever. We're gonna move on. Tales of the Shire, the Lord of the Rings game is coming out March 25th, 2025. Also, I'm glad. I'm not the biggest fan of like Amazon changing the Lord of the Rings to Lord of the Rings, but it would make this shit easier to say,
It,
especially with my fucking
it's TLOER
terrible
to
pronunciation.
TLCR.
All
What's
right,
next?
whatever.
Lord of Rings.
No,
Nah.
they're changing it to Lord of the Rings, not just the Lord of the Rings.
No. First they go from the Lord of the Rings to Lord of the Rings. Next step, Lord of Rings.
They wouldn't lose the meaning unless they just fucking go Lord Rings.
Lord.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Stallcraft X Operations. This looks like a Roblox game.
That's literally what the things look like.
It looks like a fun Roblox game, but it looks like a Roblox game.
Wait, it is on Roblox?
No, no, it looks like one,
It looks like yes.
but like it looks like a good Roblox game. You know, like one that actually it looks like chaotic fun. And sometimes chaotic fun, like sure it's fun. Sometimes it kind of wears out, but this one looks like it'll be like a lot of different experiences. And like it looks cool. It looks cool. I think it looks like a bunch of chaotic fun, and chaotic fun is always welcome. Except when it's just fucking like when it's all chaotic fun. I think like I think it's it looks fun. Like it looks fun.
No, please, no. Oh, great. Have to.
Do you have anything to say about this game?
It. I'm not interested. Simple as that. It looks
Yeah.
kind of like COD though.
All right. Yeah. But any StarCraft X operation is coming out in 2025. Next up is Midnight Murder Club. Like Thick as Thieves, this looks like one of those games where it has like the Mario Party effect, and it looks like a lot of chaotic fun. And I think I think this game just looks like a fun time between friends. Even it looks like when it's kind of the same thing as Thick as Thieves, but instead you're actually trying to fucking kill each other.
Just these, but we gotta kill each other.
Yeah, you're not even stealing, you're just like stealing people's lives at this point. You're just stealing their soul. You're stealing their will to live. You're fucking murdering them, and that's the
Yeah.
fun part. It's like Among Us,
Oh,
but you know who the fucking imposter is because everyone's the imposter.
Among Us.
Yeah, I said it.
Among Us. It's never
Among
gonna end
Us.
on us.
But yeah, they have anything about
We're never gonna see the end of this, are we?
No. Do you have anything to say about Midnight Murder Club before we move on?
I have to register for this club, please. Okay, yeah. Nothing more.
Alright, but yeah, early access is coming out in February 2025. Next up is the award for innovation and accessibility, which went to Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which is not only like which is not surprising because this was not made by fucking Ubisoft.
I don't.
Prince of Persia:
Well,
The
I've heard a
Lost
lot of stuff
Crown.
of Mr. Persia, so.
Yeah, Prince of Persia has gotten quite a bit of games. Oh, this is made by Ubisoft. Well, okay, I'm very surprised.
Ah!
Uh, the thing is, like Prince of Persia is owned by Ubisoft. Like the IP is owned by Ubisoft, but there was another game that came out this year, like in early access or something, that was made by another developer. I think it was like, yeah, it's called the Rogue Prince of Persia, which is made by another developer, which
Not
made the
Ubisoft.
game Dead Cells, or like at least developed the game Dead, like continue developing for Dead Cells. So yeah, that was the Rogue Prince of Persia. And it's kind of the same thing as the Lost Crown is a 2.5D side scroller. But yeah,
Oh,
I
do
do.
you mean like a triangle strategy type game?
No. It's
Wait. 2.5? No, that's Super Mario Brothers. That's Super Mario Brothers.
yeah. It's yeah. 2.5D is like it's like 3D, but like you're playing 2D.
Dude, yes. I forgot
Like,
the meaning for a second, okay, but then I looked at my Luigi U and I was like, oh shit, that's what it was. Okay, right.
but yeah, what you're thinking of is 2D HD, which is what Triangle Strategy is.
I still hate
Uh,
that name.
I do not like 2D HD or like HD 2D, whatever the fuck it's called.
I hate it too. Don't worry.
I
Well,
do not like that at all.
I'm
Like,
indifferent,
okay,
honestly.
the name at least gets across what like it is, but like it's just kind of like it's like you're fucking saying R2D2, you know? Like
Hmm.
HD 2D would be like like an astromech name in Star Wars. Let's fucking be real.
Literally. Like you just hop in the ship and they're like, okay, HG duty, let's just hop onto Hoth, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Prince of Persia. Lost Crown was like it was like a pretty good. I think people said it's a pretty good game, but it didn't perform that well. And that's because fucking Ubisoft needs to get pushing out the same shit and not have any other and not have any other games. That's why this failed, and that's why it's taking so fucking long on the next Prince of Persia game, which is the remake of the first game, which they announced like back in 2020. It's like what the fuck, man. Yeah. Uh, glad it won, honestly. Next up is Kiora as a game announcement. All right, so Kiora looks a lot like Terraria,
Yeah, Terraria looking ass game.
and I'm not mad at that. I don't know if Terraria is getting updates still,
I don't know.
but yeah, I'm not exactly mad that Kiora is took but when I was and it looks like Terraria, that's fine. I think more games like this should come out. If it's successful, this game looks to have a little bit of a different approach. I guess it looks like an actual story and like a mystery to it. So that's a lot of fun. But yeah, Like this game just looks like a lot of this game looks like it'll be fun. It looks like it's improving on the foundation Terraria set. I don't think it's made by the same developers, but it's definitely in that same style. Yeah. Do you have anything to say?
It straight up looked like Terraria. That's literally what I thought. I was gonna be like, oh my god, Terraria is getting like an update or something, or what?
Yeah,
Too
no,
much
I thought it was
content.
Terraria. When I was like first like watching it, oh, is this Terraria? I was like, no, it's not Terraria. Yeah, Kyoto does not have a release date just yet, so but it'll probably get one. It'll release at some point. Yeah.
Oh,
Next
it's
up is
May.
our
Monday.
final award of the opening act, which is the best family game, which went to Astrobot.
We've been robbed here.
I agree. I agree. The thing is, why I think Astrobot shouldn't have won. This is one of the only awards I think Astrobot shouldn't have won. And the thing is that Astrobot can't be played with family. It's just it's a single player game, and that's
Plus,
fine.
plus the competition had Nintendo games, okay? And that is
Yeah,
a
it was
personal
almost
offense to
all
me,
for
okay?
Nintendo games.
I am against that shit, okay? That was our thing, not theirs, okay? So what the hell? Yeah,
I
I'm taking it
think,
personally
I
here.
think, I think that Mario Party Jamboree should have won.
Jamboree. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here, but Jamboree is low-key a little overrated, okay? Totally not because I got my ass kicked on the first game, okay? Seriously.
But
Actually,
do
let's
you agree? Like, do you agree that Mario Party Jamboree should have won? Like, what else is there?
honestly, yes. Even with that turbo game, like honestly, hear me out, okay? Hear
Like,
me out.
at least with Super Mario Jamboree, it's a family. Like you can play as a
Yeah,
family.
yeah, and you can, I mean, if you consider your friend's family, then congratulations, you can end your family right there.
Yeah, like at least you could play as a family. But with this game, with Astrobot, it's a single player game.
Let's
You wouldn't be able to play it as a family. You'd be sitting there fucking watching somebody play as a as Astrobot. That's
actually
what
yes,
you
it is. Astrobot is a family game, okay? You're all gonna be the
like.
little brother mode, while the guy with the controller is the big brother completing the game for you.
Okay, it is a family friendly game. Let's be real, it is. But it's not a
Yeah.
game where the whole family can play, you know? Otherwise, you'd be passing the control. To my knowledge, it does not have a co op game. If it had a co op mode, I would give it. If it had a co op mode, I would give it the win. Simple as
Okay.
that.
I wouldn't.
Fine. I would.
I'm a Nintendo
I
shit
would.
through and through.
I get
You're not.
that.
Oh,
I'm not.
whatever.
I'm not gonna fight you on that. Fine. You
Okay.
fucking stay with your brand loyalty.
Okay. And okay. Now here we go. The story I wanted to tell you: how I got fucked in my first game with Mario Party. So with a friend playing the new Mario Party game, and it was pretty cool. So until it was the last few turns. Okay, my friend had a star. The enemy Waluigi had a star, and I had a star. Okay, so look at this. So I go ahead and go to a Jamboree buddy. I didn't know that we had to play a game to get this stupid buddy. Okay, but we played the game, and I won the buddy. Okay, so guess what? The star was right there. Okay, so I roll a number, and I land on a friggin' Bowser space. Okay, so I suffer through the Bowser space. I lose a star and shit. And guess what? Not only that, but because I had a Jamboree buddy, it activated twice, and I had to suffer through it twice. And guess what? The enemy
What?
Waluigi came in, took my partner, and got the star. And now I was in third place. You see? And that's why I say Loki overrated. Okay, it's just bullshit. It's just Mario Party bullshit. I rage
Oh
quit after
shit.
that.
This is the only time you're gonna ever be able to pull that story up, and I'm glad you did. That's actually kind of funny.
Well, there you go. Congratulations.
But yeah, Astrobot one. Okay, if if Astrobot had a co-op mode, like a split screen co-op mode, like online co-op mode, I would have given it fine. Like it would have been more deserving of it. But I still think Jamboree should have won since it's much more of a family game. But yeah, moving on to our last two announcements of the opening act. First up is Rematch. Now, okay, Rematch is a soccer, it's a football game, the only type of football made by the same team as Sifu, which is the fighting, like the street fighting game where you can use a bunch of like different like weapons and shit, and you have to take down like a whole room of people. Yeah, like that. It's a pretty much like a 360 camera beat 'em up game. That's a lot of fun, and they're making a football game. And I okay, I am not the biggest fan of sports games. Let's I think sports games maybe have a place, but stuff like FIFA or like now how it's called EA Sports 2020, whatever fucking year they're on right now, and like NBA, like those games, I think are have their success fabricated, undeserved, and frankly, they don't really have a place. But stuff like Rematch looks like a lot of fun, actually.
It
It
looks
reminds me a
cool.
lot. Yeah, like it reminds me a lot of like the Mario sports games, where it has like a
But with real
style. It has
people.
like what?
With real people.
Not even it's like stylized people, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
You get the
it's
idea. It's not
you're not
cartoony.
playing with fucking Lionel Messi. You know, you're playing with like just with like these stylized like 2D not 2D but
Normal,
like
yeah,
animated
stylized
people.
normal people. Mm.
Like it's it has like
Ah,
really tight it's like I guess I but it's like cell shaded. It looks fun because because the movement are so vibrant. Like it all vibes on right. It's not game. This is fun.
dude, I hear you glitchy.
That's why oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Okay,
Give
there
me
we go.
okay. But I was saying, um, this game is like vibrancy and like a style, and I love that. This game looks like a lot of fun. So, what do you think, Rat Comedy? What do you have to say?
Definitely gonna give Mario the Mario sports games a run for their money.
I think it's gonna give a lot of sports games a run for money because it looks like the game that like
EA.
yeah it looks like it's not made by EA.
It is
It looks like
made
it looks like it's not
by
trying to be a cash grab. It looks like it's trying to be like an actual good sports game.
hopefully they stay that way.
Yeah. Like I don't think the developer would like go in the direction of making sports game. But I think like Rematch is a very good place to start. But yeah, Rematch is coming out in summer 2025, and our final announcement is Solasta 2. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the game where it's top down. I've said my things on top down games. I'm not the biggest top down guy, and it's the same thing here. This looks like your normal ass top down game, and I'm just not interested.
Looks meh, honestly.
Yeah, I do agree. I'm not the biggest top down guy, especially like this type of game where like it's just uh it's just like it's like your normal ass like RPG, like MMORPG shit. I'm not the biggest fan of that. But yeah, not much to say really. Slata 2 is coming on early acts in 2025, and we're done with the opening act.
Thank God.
Now comes the really good part. Now it's time for the official Game Awards to be in, and our first, our first award of the main show is Best Performance, which went to Melina Jurgens for her work on Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
I don't know who all these people are, so
I don't fucking know
let me
either.
see.
That's not my fucking real. Like, good for her. I'm glad that at least like people like voice actors and like performance like mocap actors are at least like being recognized as actors in this industry and get to have this award for them. I do like that a lot, but good for her for winning. Also, apparently she won for the same for the same role back when the original Hellblade came out. So that's fun. Like yeah, like good for her. I don't mean that's like a bad thing, but like good, just like, good for her. And I'm glad that voice actors and performance actors are being recognized as like and getting their work like they're getting stuff like they're getting an award for their hard work because voice acting for a game has to be exhausting
Mm-hmm.
because there's like so much dialogue.
So much
But yeah,
talking, man.
I'm glad that she won. I'm good for her that she won, but I don't know who you are, and I'm probably never gonna play Hellblade 2 because I don't own an Xbox. That's why you've also probably never seen this game because it's an Xbox exclusive.
I'm probably never gonna own an Xbox also, so
I
yeah.
I have an Xbox 360 right next to me. I played on Xbox One. The only console I have not played on since like the generation of the PS3 is the Xbox Series X. That's like the only console I've never touched.
Actually, yeah, I did play some Xbox, right? To my cousin's house, but that was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
I have never touched an Xbox Series X game, and now they're doing like the weird fucking promotion that everything's an Xbox, but no, it's not. But yeah, next up is our first really big announcement of the night: The Witcher 4. So, okay, The Witcher is a very big franchise. This is The Witcher. Witcher 3 won Game of the Year in the second ever Game Awards, and also CD Projekt Red. They just putting it out there. They made Cyberpunk. Like these were the developers behind Cyberpunk.
Oh,
And I'm not sure when Witcher 4 is supposed to come out. They did announce they did just announce it. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out for 2026. But yeah, they only showed cinematic trailer. This time around, Geralt of Rivia will not be the protagonist. His story ended in 3, and now we're following Ciri.
yeah. I
Not
wonder.
not that
And
Ciri, but
Siri,
yeah, like we're following this character. She was in the previous with the Witcher games. So I think very well to keep her in here. She was one of the main characters, and she is also a Witcher. So continuing the story with her makes a lot of sense.
hey Siri,
There are
it's not
there
responding. Okay.
do you even have a Siri like right there next to you?
I do have a Siri. Okay, it's right here, but it's just
Inactive. It ignored you.
yeah. Siri hates me. Too bad. I was gonna bring her the news that she's the main character of
She's in video
TV
games.
show. Okay.
But yeah, The Witcher 4. This uh, cool. Cool. It's coming out. I have not played a Witcher game, and if you do want to play a Witcher game and you don't know where to start with 3 because the other games are actually fucking unplayable, and not that's not because they're bad. It's because they came out and they've never been re-released.
Mm-hmm.
The last time these games came out, like the first game came out in on uh on Microsoft Windows and OS X, which I don't even know what the fuck that is. Mac OS. It came out for Mac OS. So it's playable at some point, but not exactly the most playable. It's like somewhat in a playable manner. And then there's The Witcher 2, which was kind of like the first time they really went in that direction. Where I mean it's the same sort of thing, but the thing is you can't play the first two games. They have never been released on modern consoles.
Heresy.
That's like the only way, really. If you do not like The Witcher 2 is only on Xbox 360 if you want to play it on console. That's the only way you can play it. And then there's The Witcher 3, which is the most accessible game. They have never released the other games, so just start with Witcher 3. It is the best to start with because it's the only one you can fucking get. Like dead ass. It is the only one you can get without pirating it.
The Last of Us Part 2. I just can't remember. I just that can't get out of my head. Okay.
We're gonna mention that game quite a bit from now, actually. Some point, yeah. Got
Well,
it.
get ready
Okay.
for me to rant, okay? Because I still have problems with it.
All right. Yeah. Witcher 4 doesn't have a release date just yet, but it should, like I said, it should come out 2026. I feel like that's a very safe date, but 2026 seems to be a bit stacked. So but 2025 it's also kind of stacked. So we'll talk about it then. Uh, okay. So next up is surprisingly Miyazaki lied to us. He said there was nothing. They had no plans of an Elden Ring sequel or DLC at the time. And you know what? They're technically right because it's not a DLC or a sequel. This is Elden Ring and Night Rain, a spin-off game.
Well, they kind of broke their promise anyway, so
They kind of did,
technically
yeah.
lie.
They kind of
Kind
did
of
break their
lied.
promise. They kind of lied, but they kind of didn't because this is not a sequel or an expansion. This is its own game, standalone game.
Related
So
to everything,
this,
but not related to Elden Ring.
I have not played Elden Ring. I have not really played much Souls games or Soulsborne games. I've never really gotten into them. I've wanted to, but I've never had the chance to. I have
Actually, dude,
Bloodborne.
dude,
What?
I have right here a copy of Elden Ring, okay? But the problem is that my sister is playing it, and guess what? She sucks at it.
So you haven't had the chance to play Elden Ring?
No.
No. Do you think
And
you'd like Soulsborne games?
I've never played any Soulsborne games, so
Ah, gotcha. Well, if you do want to play, good that you have Elden Ring because Elden Ring's the easiest, apparently.
Elden Ring's the East.
Yeah.
Okay, but I've heard one of my friends that it was hard as hell, but
The
wow.
DLC's hard as hell, apparently. But like the overall game is pretty easy. And if you just want to play on if you want to play on Switch, then Dark Souls Remastered's on Switch. So yeah,
Dark Souls. That incredibly hard game.
yeah. They're the same thing. Soulsborne is just it's it's Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, all that shit.
Yeah, and I figured they were the same. They were made by the same company because the You Died was basically identical.
Yeah, yeah. All the Soulsborne games are made specifically by From Software. That is like their genre. But
Mm-hmm.
any other game that spawns out of that, like that, like for example, Mortal Shell or P, the Lies of P, they are called Souls like because they have like different like mechanics and shit. But yeah, Elden Ring Night Rain is a weird case. It is a co-op, like multiplayer co-op, rogue-like game with Elden Ring, and it has like things from Dark Souls, which confirms that Elden Ring and Dark Souls are in the same universe. Which what the fuck?
Chris Hemsworth. What?
That like Elden Ring and Dark Souls are in the same universe, and like people like thing is okay. I don't even know it's about comedy, but people have been trying to piece together the lore of Dark Souls and Elden Ring for so fucking long. Like it's really Dark Souls because Elden Ring came out not so long ago, and like and From Software decided to just throw this wrench into that shit by making Dark Souls and Elden Ring in the same universe. It's like inhabit the same world.
Bro.
Yeah, honestly, poor lore people. But yeah, no. Elden Ring Night Rain. Like it seems to be fun. It has like a Fortnite type thing with like the storm. It's like a survival roguelike co-op game. It's a bit weird. It's a big departure from what uh what From Software usually does. So yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes, but I'm not exactly all too. I haven't bought it. I'm not exactly too thrilled. I am gonna play their beta test when that comes out at some point. So yeah, just kind of saying it. I don't know if I'll do an episode on that. Like just like saying what do I think about Elden Ring Night Rain. Yeah, I'll try it out at least. Yeah, anything to say that comedy?
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and anyways, Elden Ring Night Rain is coming out on in 2025. Next up is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PC.
I
So
don't play those
seven,
games.
seven. You don't like Final Fantasy?
No. And I
You're
don't
the
know.
second.
They took off the roster and Smash most of the roster in Smash Bros. From some other characters that deserved it more. So
You're thinking of Fire Emblem.
Fire they're the same thing. They got the same stupid guides with swords and magic and shit. Okay, so listen, I do not play those games. Simple as that.
I
Mm.
okay, okay. I've played the first Fire Emblem. I did. I played it.
Okay.
It's on Nintendo Switch Advance, like Nintendo Switch Online Advance. I played the first Fire Emblem a little bit, and I kind of like it, to be honest.
Okay.
Fucking blasphemous, I know, but I like the Fire Emblem. I like the first Fire Emblem. So and I've played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and they don't play alike. Like I not Rebirth, remake, and they are not the same thing. Yeah, I played the remake. I think the remake is a lot of fun. I have not played Rebirth yet, but apparently like Seven Rebirth, like the remake and the Rebirth are like part of like a separate what if scenario within the seven because like Final Fantasy VII is like its own franchise pretty much, and like it's like a what if scenario of like time travel and like fucking like a lot of shit in it
Time
where it's not
travel.
where like yeah where it's not like an actual remake. It's like a it's like a weird continuation.
I'm still proud of that prediction I did 2 years ago.
What prediction?
2 years ago, I predicted that Nico Kato will would eventually just do a comeback story and just become fit. And guess what happened this year? Well, last year, really.
Yeah, the weird I am always 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I predicted it somehow.
You were inside Nico Avocado's head all along. You were
Oh
the
no,
string
no!
master.
I thought you were gonna say something else. No,
No, I was thinking the same thing. I
no,
had to tread a very,
no,
very, very, very,
no,
very, very, very thin line.
no, no.
But yeah,
Okay, they keep going.
fine that Seven Rebirth is on PC. I think that fucking 16 got on PC recently, at least like last year. So you know what? I'm fine with Seven Rebirth being on PC. Like good. I don't know if it's coming to Xbox, but good that it's on PC. Yeah, no. Seven Rebirth is coming
That's
out
they're great.
on on PC on January 23rd, 2025. You can pre-order it now. Next up is Catly. Okay, so this game is god awful.
Oh,
Okay, here's why. First of all, there's no gameplay, so we're not talking about that shit. This game is AI generated.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
big, big stinker.
This game has AI generated content, and the developer has said that they don't have any AI generated content. But if you do see the trailer, it's very clearly AI, and the Steam page, is very clearly just like random AI shit. And I don't want to double on AI too much, but AI sucks. Especially generative AI. Fuck that shit.
Was
Um,
that? Well, that was a fucking lie. Yeah, you can
yeah,
clearly tell it's AI.
yeah. You could just tell it's AI. Like, how did this make it in?
Mhm.
And for fuck's sake, do you know where it's coming out? Do you know like what platform it's coming out? It's coming out on the most random ass platform. Steam. Fine. Steam. Apple Watch.
Playing games on their Apple Watch for
And
first of all.
Nintendo Switch.
Okay, now you want me to go ahead and instead of purchasing those AI hentai games, you want me to pay for AI cat games. Sure. And
Like
yes, I'm
that
still
is
gonna
the most random assortment of platforms ever.
reference Hentai World to this day, okay? That game
I
was a
know because you
scam.
bought two of the damn things in two separate Nintendo Switch episodes.
Second one was a scam, okay? A scam. The first one at least that content. Second one is just put up a random person and that's it.
Okay, yeah. Um,
Let's see if
man,
there's
no,
other good one.
Catly is a fucking terrible game. And you should not buy it. You should not buy this
Boycott
game.
it.
Yeah.
The
Next
cat
up is
community,
our what second?
they're evil.
Yeah. Next up is our second award of the night. There's still so much fucking things to talk about. Uh, best action game, which went to Black Myth Wukong. This is a Souls-like game, like I'm trying to mention earlier, and this looks like a lot of fun. I do kind of want to play it, but it's like okay, when it's on sale, to be honest. And this looks like a lot of fun. Like, and you know what? The combat is very like in depth, so I do understand why this won best action game. Do you have anything to say?
Nothing. I'm just searching if the new Donkey Kong game is available.
I, I think it's over pre-order, but no like
It's pre-order. Let's see recent
yeah.
releases.
No.
Here we go again. Aqua Park. Who's buying this? Freaky Trip. Who's buying this? What's this? Roller skate. What is this? Sweet Mercury Tycoon. What? Who's who? Who are buying these things? First of all, like these stupid random shovelware things have the dumbest names and the dumbest. What is this? Creative. Okay, sure. Okay, just see rip off, I guess. Uh,
No, it's that
Itchy
game.
time. Itchy time. What is this?
What?
Looks like it's AI.
See,
Bro, you know,
the
I
first, you know what the thing is? The first Hentai World game was special because it was before all this like AI shit came out. So it was like handmade porn, on the Switch.
man-made boobs on the Switch. Okay?
That's what made it special. And now it's all this AI shovelware. Like, come on, man, be real.
Pick my heart. Oh, $13 for this. Oh my god. It straight up looks like a Doki Doki ripoff. Oh my god. $13. Okay, sure. It's
I'm
on
pretty sure
discount,
Doki
but
Doki is
still.
free. I'm pretty sure Doki Doki Literature Club is free.
It sucks, but at least it's free. Yeah, on computers, on the Switches. On the Switch, you have to pay like $30 for it.
Oh damn. Originally on PlayStation, you can get it for through the PS Plus.
I'm not interested. Okay, well, I played like the first few parts, and I didn't like it, and just whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, look,
Yeah. Black Myth
look at
Wukong.
this.
It's kind of.
Another real hentai. It's not even real. It's AI. It's all bad now. Okay, it's all bad. Let's get
Yeah.
this over with.
Are you gonna buy another fucking hentai game?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm done with these things. Okay, they're bad now. Okay, they're scam. They're AI, and they're just avoiding them.
All right. Fair enough. Let's move on to a game I'm very excited for. Project Robot. This is not its actual name, but this is what it's called. And why am I excited for this game? Well, it's made by one of my favorite game developers of all time. Um, my same people that made Team Ico, that made Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian. Which Shadow of the Colossus is one of my favorite games of all time. Really. So seeing this guy back in the saddle, making a new game, it has that feel of Shadow of the Colossus. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like connected. Like there's a bunch of theories that try to connect those three games, and it looks like it has like similar patterns to that. Like the cloak has similar patterns to Shadow of the Colossus. Like it just looks like I am very interested to see where this developer is gonna go, and where this game is gonna go because I am very excited. But yeah, what do you think?
At least it's not AI. Okay, so yay.
Yeah, at least it's not AI. Next up is Project Robot's no release date, which is kind of makes sense because it does not have a it does not have, it doesn't even have a title. Next up is the Outer Worlds 2, which I like that it has like the same poking fun and stuff, like a bunch of sequels. That's kind of fun. But Outer Worlds 2, I think it's a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of like a very fun like shooter type game. I've not played the first Outer Worlds. I do know about it, but Outer Worlds 2 is it looks cool. The original Outer Worlds was nominated for Game of the Year back in 2019. So seeing it here
Forgot about them.
is it's cool. It's cool to see that, and like like this action role playing game, like I like that. It's also in space with all these different like civilizations like in shit with aliens. That it's a lot of fun. Like it looks like a lot of fun, and I would like to see I would like to play the first Outer Worlds game, especially if it has like that same if it has that same like humor that the trailer had. Yeah, what do you think, Rock Comedy?
Probably not gonna play this game.
Okay. Next up, that's coming out 2025. Next up is Split Fiction. Now this game is made by the same developer as It Takes Two, which was the winner of the 2021 Game Awards. And I think I like that they're going in this direction of making co-op games. And they're really capturing that same feel that fuck like couch co-op had, but like online. And this one looks even like more I guess like more like more and I don't think that's much more personal than it takes two, but definitely like it has a lot more like a more interesting setting that it takes two,
Looks
and
better.
it looks better.
Yeah, concept wise and visually.
Yeah, I like Split Fiction a lot, and I feel like they have like they can have different way they can like expand on the on this like concept a lot more with where they like with where they can even take Split Fiction. And with like obviously this game has like different it's like different authors and different worlds. So then maybe it's just a level where there's like two like the two like settings combined and all that. That could be very interesting to see. Or
I'm
like
excited to be a hot dog. That's all I need to say.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that little part. But yeah, like this game looks to be a lot of fun. Definitely an improve. Looks like it's improving on It Takes Two. I don't know how the story will be because these are complete strangers. I think they could have some very narrative thing, a good narrative. Because It Takes Two had like a very personal narrative with the two player characters, being two parents which are going through a divorce. That was interesting, interesting place to take it, and how the game unravels.
Did they end up divorced?
They were going to be divorced by the end of the game, by the start of the game. Sorry, by the start of the game, that was like the big part of it, and they have to like learn to work together.
Kind of reminds me of that place. It's a thing in Romania where they put troubled couples there in a go to Romania, a specific place in Romania, and it's a castle or a room, and basically they stay there for a few weeks or so, and all they have to do is just get used to each other, work together and stuff, and most of the time they end up together again. So I don't know, it's
I
pretty
don't think that's
pretty
what this is
interesting.
based on, but like it's more of a
Nah,
story of
but
like I guess
I see the resemblance. Okay, I see the resemblance.
yeah,
So I need to
I
see it.
get it, but like I feel like the story is more like at least like learning to like respect each other even after all of that.
Yeah,
So yeah.
it
Anyways,
has.
I think Split Fiction looks like a lot of fun. So yeah, Split Fiction is coming out on March 6th, 2025. Also, the guy who made this is a complete fucking crackhead because he went on stage and like started like screaming and like cursing about I like how okay earlier in it when when Tekken 8 won Best Fighting Game, the directors like said like, oh, don't ask me for, and then and like try to like censor the shit because it's like catchphrases, don't ask me for shit. But then the director of this game, with his kids in the audience, started going like, "Oh, do you know what you know the saying of like we're gonna fuck shit up without fucking shit up?" Like he went in
Oh,
there and completely uncensored around his kids. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
man's unhinged.
He's unhinged, and he's presenting like a family game, like a family friendly game. It's like, what the fuck? I
That
respect
was the worst place to start rambling about. Yeah,
I respect the shit out of that man. I really do.
he
That's
did.
that that
He simply didn't care. He just went ahead and did it.
yeah. I respect them
It's
honestly. But yeah, Split Fiction is coming out, like I said, March 6th. Next up is the one game I was talking about with the cards, Frag Punk. Now
frag pong.
this game looks a lot of fun. Even with the cards, again, kind of like Slay Spire 2. It like the cards are your like abilities, or I guess Rackon, this might be a little bit more like I guess like would, I guess, help a lot more with like imagining it, kind of like in Neon White, where the cards are like your abilities.
Mhm.
This game's a lot like that, but it's like a hero shooter type game with those mechanics. That could be a lot of fun. I
Would be.
I'm
Oh
not the
no.
biggest what.
Okay. I almost
All
died
right,
here, but I died anyway.
all right, yeah, Frag Punk. It looks like a lot of fun, and I'm not the biggest fan of cards, but here, with them being sort of a secondary ability to your actual gameplay, and them having some really fun like mechanics, I think Frag Punk looks like a lot of fun. Do you have anything to say about this game, Art Comedy?
Frag. What does that even mean?
Frag is like frag grenades, like
Oh,
like
frag. Okay.
explosives.
Okay.
Yeah, frag is a hand grenade.
Yeah.
So like an explosive punk, which punk is like just like very obsessive, like making and all about that. Yeah, I think the name makes a lot of sense. But yeah, frag punk, which is an awesome fucking name, is coming out March 6th, 2025. And next up is Killing Floor 3. Now,
Ooh,
I'm gonna look that
gore.
up.
My favorite.
Killing Floor 3. I forgot what this game was something about. Okay, this is the zombie game. Uh, it reminds me a lot of like Left 4 Dead. And that's fine, I guess. But a lot of people have been like for example, there was the old like you remember the Left 4 the game that was made by the Left 4 Dead like people because they wanted to make a Left 4 Dead like a Left 4 Dead like and they just did failed. The one Back for Blood.
I don't remember much about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. This is like a like it's like taking trying to take that place of of like kind of like Left 4 Dead, but it seems like they're successful because they are at least on number three.
Well, congratulations.
So yeah, like they can count to three.
It has a lot of gore.
Yeah, like yeah, it does have a lot of gore, and sometimes games have that kind of market, but sometimes they don't. And this is very specific
True.
type of that very person. It's like Doom and it's like with Doom and Left 4 Dead like had a baby, and that's what Killing Floor 3 is. Yeah, Killing Floor 3 and had like the rock music in its trailer. Like, goddamn, it was just Doom with like Left 4 Dead type shit.
It was about drive. It was about power. We stay hungry with the power.
Yeah. Killing Floor 3 is coming out in March 2025. So we're moving on to another award, the
Oh,
TGA Game Changer, which is the first time they've ever shown this award. And it was a surprise because this award was never announced before the actual show, the actual ceremony. So
surprise.
seeing it, yeah, it was a big surprise. Seeing it here was weird. like seeing here was a bit weird. We nobody ever got to vote this. I guess it's fine. Okay,
They're all
fine.
like,
Not getting it voted, but whatever. And who won was Amir Sadbat. Or Sadbat. Again, I'm fine with not voting for this category because like it's not really up to us because I don't think a lot of people really care about like these like the people in the industry like aside from like some like the big developers. But yeah, I'm glad that this person like that Amir is at least like letting people find jobs. Obviously, I think at the Rock you probably heard of it a lot, but in the past few years, especially 2023, 2020, 2024, a lot of companies have had layoffs in the industry, and
yeah.
that's affected a lot of people. And I'm glad that that Amir is at least like Amir Savat is at least like helping those people find new jobs wherever that may be.
Yeah, this one
So yeah,
mm, got some
yeah, like
challenge.
I think this guy deserves it. Really.
Ah, really.
All right. Next up, our next game announcement is Steel Hunters, and Steel Hunters looks really fucking cool.
You.
Steel Hunters
Hmm.
is kind of like it's kind of like if Transformers, like Transformers, like Beast Modes and shit, had a
Okay.
crossover, like had like a game like Titanfall. That is a match made in fucking heaven. That is the type of game I would love to play. This game looks fucking great. Again,
Finally.
Titanfall 2 type shit with like Transformers type like inspirations in like the mechs. Whoever came up with this concept, I hope they got a fucking raise. It's such a good concept. I love this. I want more
Hey, look
games
at
like this.
you look at this and you go, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those games that you look at this and you go, fucking hell yeah, dude.
Pay full price.
Yeah, but I'm fine paying for games. I'm already buying so many games this year. Do you know? Okay, this year I am gonna buy so many fucking games.
Mhm.
I've already bought Monster Hunter Wilds. Like pre-order it. I'm locked and loaded.
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course you are.
I'm gonna buy Doom Dark Ages. I'm going to buy Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm going to buy Metroid Prime 4. I'm gonna buy GTA 6.
If it releases that year.
It's coming this year.
Ah, yes. And then you know what I remember in the chat, everybody was clamoring for a GTA 6 something about GTA 6. They got
That's not
nothing.
happening. The thing is, like, Rockstar is like Nintendo in the sense that they don't like to announce stuff uh with other things around it, and I kind of get it. Okay, so yeah, um, like, okay, imagine if like fucking Nintendo just announced their like their next Mario game, like a successor to like Mario Odyssey in the Game Awards. That would take the attention away from everybody, you know. And like if Rockstar gave a trailer for GTA 6, like a new one, it would have taken away the like any time for any of the game,
That's pretty
especially since like
understandable.
especially since since usually the Game Awards ends with a new game being announced. So, and GTA 6, we're gonna talk about it later, but GTA 6 is the most anticipated game of 2025,
Whole
and
time,
probably the most
maybe.
anticipated game of this decade.
What do you think was the game of the decade of last year? Of the last decade?
Last decade,
2010s.
the game of the
2010s.
decade. That's a really hard thing to say because I wasn't around playing games for half of the fucking decade. But I think game of the decade has to be Breath of the Wild,
Okay.
and
As
that's
a Mario
because
fan, I disagree. Mhm.
I know you probably what's your game of the game of the decade, because I'm kind of going over how it like influenced the gaming as a whole rather than like my personal favorite.
I'm
Because
going
if
with
I
my
have to go
personal
personal,
favorite.
if I have to go personal favorite, it has to be Journey. Journey's my favorite game.
Mario Galaxy 2. That's my game of the
Wait, did that come? Did that come in the 2010s?
yes, that did.
God,
Oh,
I accidentally typed in oh yeah, 2010. Huh. I accidentally typed in Mario Galaxy 3. It's like that. That's not happening.
that, that'll never happen. I'm sorry.
But yeah. Yeah. No. Well, let's say, yeah, like my personal favorite game, my favorite game like of 2010s has to be Mario, not Mario, fucking Journey. Yeah, you had Mario in my mind. God damn it. But yeah, I think I think for like overall like biggest game of the 2010s, it has to be Breath of the Wild. GTA, close second. Breath of the Wild revolutionized the game genre so much that like it deserves its spot as like the game of that decade. I think the game of this decade will be GTA 6. Like 100% that game will
Car
change the industry.
robbery 6. We'll be making car robberies again.
Yeah, that game will change the industry because that game I feel will have the biggest open world map of all time. I don't know who has the
Imagine.
biggest. I don't know who has the biggest open world map. Give me a second. Biggest biggest open world map. The biggest no fucking shit.
What?
The biggest open world map is No Man's Sky, the game with infinite map.
Okay, besides that.
Okay, hold on. Here, biggest open world game based on the size of their maps. Here we go. Uh, Elden Ring. Okay, whatever. Let's go top 10. That's not top 10. Nope. Do I have top 10? Do I have to go through other shit? Okay, I think I found it. Nope, still not. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, whatever. Here we go. Top 10 open world, biggest open world map ever made. The okay, Guild Wars Nightfall is the biggest map, coming in at 15,000 square miles.
Is that bigger than Puerto Rico?
Yeah, the crew the crew has second place. Ghost Recon Breakpoint has one of the biggest maps. So is Final Fantasy 15, Test Drive Unlimited 2, Astronaut.
That's bigger. What? These people out there.
I love the implication that you can just fit the entirety of Puerto Rico in like a video game and it's less than the biggest game of all time.
Oh my god. You could. No way.
You can just fit the entirety of this fucking island and be less.
Implications of having every single person in Puerto Rico just right there. You could go around traveling the entire thing. Okay, el Yunque. Okay, la Cordillera Central. Okay, everything in a game is theoretically possible.
Yes. That's kind of weird. Anyways, yeah.
God.
Continuing on, Steel Hunters has no release date, but it'll come out soon, probably. Next up is Black Frost: The Long Dark 2, and I know nothing.
That's a bad name.
What The Long Dark 2?
The Long Dark 2. Yeah, it's just. It's an
This
odd
seems like a
name.
survival game. They did not say. I don't know what it's even about. I know it's a sequel to The Long Dark, so it's not like Black Frost 2. It's The Long Dark 2. It's just that they put the subtitle as the main title, and then the main title as the subtitle. I don't know fucking why. But yeah, it looks like a survival game. They didn't show any gameplay. I don't. I think they did actually. It's first person. It seems like fine. It's just a survival game. And you know what? I'm not the biggest survival game guy. I think like for example, I think the forest could be a lot of fun to play with friends. But I'm not exactly the biggest guy for these type of games. So what do you think, Rock Comedy?
All right.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah, Black Frost: The Long Dark 2 is coming out on early access in 2026. Okay, moving on to Borderlands 4.
The movie was ass.
Did you watch the movie?
No, I just hate it.
Okay, good. I have not watched it, but I will have to sit through the movie eventually for the podcast.
Dude, I feel bad for you.
I feel it for myself as well. Save me, please.
I don't know how,
Uh,
but it's bad.
also, for the podcast, I will also have to watch Joker Veladu.
Okay, you know what? I might end up watching it just for the sake of seeing what the hell happened here, because I
Yeah,
love the original
again,
Joker.
apparently, I have not seen the ending for the movie, but I don't want to because I want to know if it's actually like that. I have to know if it's
The- You,
actually straight up how it's set word for word in the leaks.
this movie is eligible for best feature this year in the Oscars. So
It's eligible, but it's not getting fucking nominated. I'll tell you that.
hey, you know what? Let's vote for it as a joke, okay? Everybody who's watching here, let's try and nominate Joker 2, okay? For the sole reason of memes.
Go
Either
ahead.
that, either that
I
or
don't.
joke or Craven the Hunter.
I'm 100% sure that the Academy Awards do not let public votes.
Anybody who's from the private sector or something, who's not in the public votes, then cast your votes for Craven or Joker 2, I guess.
If you're in the if you're in the judge board for the Academy Awards, listening to Media Faye, what the fuck are you doing? You are overqualified. We're a bunch of dumbasses. And join us, please.
Sponsor us.
No, don't sponsor us. Fuck that. I told you about like the last time someone tried to fucking do a sponsoring me. The guys are fucking the Kevin James Mall Cop memes.
Like the president guy from Pixels.
Yeah, the guy from Pixels. Yeah, the president.
Every watch that movie is still goated. I don't care what the critics say. It's good.
God. Okay. We have Borderlands 4. Looks pretty good. I'm not sure if like the other characters from the other Borderlands games even like make it to this one. I'm not sure what happens to them. I'm not sure if like the other games have the same characters. It looks like here they're telling a new story. It looks like Claptrap is back, or what his name is. Probably not voiced by Jack Black. Let's be real.
Oh no, no, please.
But yeah, I feel like Borderlands 4. It's like they had to release it. They didn't work on it at the same like after the movie bombed, but they definitely saw the movie bombed, and they're like, okay, we have to. We have to release Borderlands 4. Like, we have to work on it fast. Drop everything to save this fucking franchise.
The SpongeBob meme of the SpongeBob running around and trying to fix everything.
Yeah, that's what I feel like Gearbox is trying to do. Just fucking fix the mess that Lionsgate made with the Borderlands movie.
Lionsgate, bro. Lionsgate all it does is just bring shit.
Except John Wick.
Literally.
But yeah, Lionsgate is they're trying to fix the mess Lionsgate made because god damn the Borderlands movie. That movie
Damn.
bombed. It bombed with the audience. It's like one of the worst movies of the year. Goddamn. But yeah,
Man, I hate it.
Borderlands
I
4 looks
haven't even
actually
mentioned
fun.
Borderlands.
The only thing I don't really like about Borderlands 4 is that it looks like they're taking away the art style for like Borderlands. Like Borderlands is a very unique, cel-shaded art style, and it's very, there, but it's not that apparent. And I'm not sure if like a lot of people would dig that. But yeah, there's that. Anyways, Borderlands 4 is coming out in 2025. Oh yeah, anything to say about Borderlands 4 before we move on?
I hate the movie.
Okay.
Again, I just had to say it again.
Next up is Tekken 8 is getting not only did it get its award, but it's also getting a new character and a crossover character at that.
Hmm?
Uh, Clive Rosfield from Final Fantasy 16. So what do you think, Rat Comedy?
I don't know anything about them, so good for them.
Yeah, I guess. I guess you're right. Yeah. Uh, I do know quite a bit. I think Clive Ross was a very interesting take. People really wanted Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy 7 to be the
Italian
DLC
Senate
character.
lady,
What?
the lady from the Italian Senate. If you know, you know.
Yeah, Tifa.
Yes.
They wanted her to be the DLC character because she's like a brawler
No,
type character.
no, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy or anything like that. Okay, that's the only reason I know about her.
Yeah, just explaining it. Like yeah, she's more of like a brawler character, so that she would make sense in a fighting game. But no, like they went to Clive Rossfield, and like yeah, like it's a Final Fantasy character, but it's not like the one people like really like wanted. But still, like it's cool. I think I think people like Clive Rossfield. So yeah, he's just kind of cool. But yeah, anyways, Tekken, do you have anything to say about this or these?
Silence.
All right, uh, Tekken 8, the Rossfield is coming to Tekken 8, right now. You can buy him right now.
You got to have money.
Yeah, next up are some more awards, all in like one continuous line. Like I said earlier, GTA 6 won most anticipated game. Helldivers 2 won best multiplayer game. Baldur's Gate 3 won best community support, which is the first time No Man's Sky has ever not won that award ever since I've started watching the Game Awards. Um, and then best art direction was one. Metaphor Refantasio won Best Art Direction.
Oh, works, I guess.
Yeah, Metaphor Refantasio is made by the same people as Persona, so it has like
Oh,
it has it has like the unique art style and all that. It has like unique setting and all that. Baldur's Gate 3, like sure it's not getting a lot of updates and they're not doing DLC for the game, but the community still loves it, and it's like D&D based, like it has a lot of DNA. Helldivers 2, people love Helldivers 2. Like it's one of the best multiplayer games of the year of last year, and obviously GTA 6. Like I said, the most anticipated game of 2025. Uh, I would say that my most anticipated game is Monster Hunter Wilds, fucking obviously. But that is coming in
obviously.
a way. That is coming in a month, which is kind of hard to say because I don't feel like it's coming in a month. I feel like it's so far away. Even though I've played the game, even though I've touched the game with my own like hands, I've played the game in the beta. It feels like it's so far away. It feels like it's not real. But it's coming. It's coming soon. I expect an episode on that. I will eventually cover Monster Hunter Wilds. But yeah. Anything to say about these winners or comedy?
Congratulations. I'm still mad that no Nintendo game won any awards, so I'm a little salty.
Not even like Land of Zelda, which you've never fucking played. Have you played? Wait, okay. You said way big fucking throwback, but back in the episode talking about the Legend of Zelda 35th anniversary, you said that you never played a Legend of Zelda game. So how has that changed, or do you like still have never touched a Legend of Zelda game 4 years later?
Still never touch a Legend of Zelda game.
Damn.
But still, I'm pro Nintendo, so you gotta support each other. Crap! I just lost a stupid thing.
All right. Okay, moving on to Splitgate 2. Our next announcement. I love Splitgate. I really do. I was very distraught by the fact that that I saw the developers were giving up on Splitgate to work on the sequel, even though I don't think I don't think the sequel really needed to exist. But it's coming, and it does not look all that different. It has a lot like better graphics, but my main point is like because it's kind of like Overwatch 2 is like why does it need to be a sequel? But I'm glad that if Splitgate is getting more updates. I hope it's free to play like the original Splitgate was. Yeah, Splitgate was a lot of fun. Again, Portal and like Halo mixed together. It was just so much fun to play Splitgate 2. I played just normal Splitgate. And seeing it come back in a new form, I think will be really cool to see. So, Rock Comedy, what do you have to say? How was Splitgate 2?
It looks cool, but it isn't my thing. Okay.
Yeah, I get it. All right. Yeah, Splitgate 2 is coming out in 2025. Next up is Mecha Break. It's the Gundam type game. I think it looks cool, but I'm probably not gonna buy it. If I ain't yeah, I don't know. Mecha Break doesn't really interest me. It looks like a lot of fun, but it's just not my type of thing. I much prefer like the other game we talked about, Steel Hunters. Yeah, Mecha Break looks cool, but it's just not for me. So, Rock Comedy, anything to say about Mecha Break?
Steel Hunters, but lame.
Yeah, we've known about Mecha Break for much longer. But yeah, Mecha Break is coming out in spring 2025, which is around the fucking goddamn it. It's been so long and we have not seen any release date aside from this. All right, so up until this point, um, though the announcements for games have been things from around the time. Obviously, the opening act had Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Ninja Gaiden's back. You know, cool. We had other stuff in there. Very surprising stuff. The main show we had The Witcher 4, Elden Ring, a new game from like a new game from from Fumito Ueda, the mastermind behind Shadow of the Colossus. All
Nintendo
this
Snob.
shit. Yeah, Nintendo Snub, Borderlands 4, a lot of cool games. A lot of games that like we've had installments for in like the last decade. And then came, I think one of the most like then is I think the second half of the main show, or like at least like 60% of the rest 60% of the main show. This is where it got wild. They announced Ryuga Gotoku, whatever the fuck their name is, announced, or RGT Studio announced a new Virtual Fighter. Okay, Rat Comedy. Virtual Fighter is an OG arcade fighting game.
Oh,
Like OG. It came out uh it came out in 1993 for the arcade. Like it's OG.
damn! I wasn't even born then.
None of us here were.
None of us. Yeah.
Yeah. And then okay, and the last Virtual Fighter game to ever release was Virtual Fighter 5 in 2006.
Wait, so by that point you were born.
Yeah, the year where we were most of us were born in the podcast.
Yay!
Sorry. So yeah, this game is almost like the last game is almost as old as us. We're older, but yeah, Virtual
Hold on.
Fighter. What?
Virtual Fighter, what?
5. Virtual Fighter
Let's
5
see.
has got a bunch of re-releases in the last year, but it's still based on a 2006 video game.
Let's see. Oh, take that, bitch. I'm older than you.
Yeah, it's still based on a 2006 video game. And then these motherfuckers announced a new one after almost 20 years of not having a new Virtua Fighter game. It's
18.
insane. It's legit insane. It's almost as insane as like when Marvel vs. Capcom came back. This is so wild.
We are
Like
so back.
that's not even the like that. This is the first game of a revived franchise. There's more down the line. When I tell you that video games, the golden age of video games is back, I'm not. I fucking mean it. I fucking mean it. We're gonna have so. This is the beginning. Okay, to set the stage. I think in Rock you obviously know this. A bunch of live service games have come out in the last few years, right?
Mhm.
And they've almost all of them, aside from like the big ones, have flopped. Like Suicide Squad, Concord, Babylon Fall. All these games have flopped hard.
Hmm.
And now I think companies are realizing that, and we are getting revivals. We're getting single player games. We're getting people like if we're getting a live service game, they're gonna make it fun, like Marvel Rivals. Like we're entering and like a lot of games have like a bunch of money dumped into it, like a lot more like a lot more than movies. So
It's still
now
pretty weird
we're
to think
seeing,
about.
yeah, we're seeing like this, like we're gonna see a resurgence where companies are gonna prioritize quality because that's all they because that's all they really need. A lot of games like today, like for example, Ubisoft has putting out the same shit for years and years, hasn't had a good game in years and years. That's not gonna change
Just started.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. And people think they're gonna
Hold
get
on.
bought by Tencent. What?
No, I'm dying here.
Okay. Like people think that Ubisoft is gonna get bought by Tencent. Like it's gonna be a wild time for games, really, and it's gonna be a good time for games. Yeah. What do you think of about the new Virtua Fighter game?
Looks pretty cool, okay, but again, I'm not really interested in it.
All right. Yeah, I'm not saying like it's like oh I'm a big Virtua Fighter guy. I do have Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, like the release for PS4. On PS Plus, like I do have that, and I could play it. So we have like a little bit of a sense of what Virtua Fighter is about. But I'm saying this because Virtua Fighter it's a big it's a franchise that hasn't had a new game in like 20 years. It's insane. So even think about that. But yeah. Anyways, these motherfuckers at RGG announced another game. Okay, the new Virtua Fighter game does not have a title, it does not have a release date, and they announced another RGG announced another game, and Rock Comedy, RGG made the Yakuza franchise. So, yeah, Dame Dane guy.
Yeah. The funny song.
And not only, like, just kind of saying, they've put out a game like every year since, I think 2021 maybe?
Yakuza.
Ryuga Gotoku, yeah. Gotoku. Yeah, Ryuga Gotoku. They put out. Wait, no, they skipped 2022, but they put out a game every year since 2023 with Like a Dragon Ishin, Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, Virtual Fighter
No,
5,
Super Monkey Ball.
yeah, and
I thought that was
the,
Sega.
I think yeah, the thing is that RGG is owned by Sega.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sega.
So yeah, and then they're making a new Virtual Fighter game, and they're making Project Century. And Project Century is a game that's kind of like Yakuza, like not how it's called now, like a dragon. and it's and this one looks like a lot gorier. It looks like you could use a lot more like weapons in there, and actually have them be part of like your combat and all that, and and it looks to have like different like ways of interacting with it. And it's also set in like early 1900s Japan. Like looks it looks great, and there's actual gameplay. So yeah, I think Project Century looks like a lot of fun, and yeah, even though it might just be a tech demo right now, but I I think that it's I think that it's headed in a good direction. So yeah, Rat County, what do you think about Project Century?
It's, it's all right.
All right, I'm very interested in getting a Yakuza game. I'll get the first game's remake when it eventually comes out. When it eventually gets on sale. Sorry. And
Okay.
also, if any of you guys, if any of the listeners here, or I guess viewers, if you're watching on YouTube, want to get the Yakuza and don't know where to start, well, don't unlike Witcher, all of the Yakuza games are on PlayStation and Xbox. I'm pretty sure. So you'll be
Lazy.
able to start. You'll be able to start right. You'll be able to start through the franchise and play through all the games.
Start with the one where he sings Dame Dame.
I'm not sure when that one is. I think that's 0 or 6. One of those two. But yeah. You can start either with 0 or the thing is like the original versions of 1 and 2 are not available. The remakes are available. So yeah, but you can still play all the Yakuza games. Like they're all there. And they're all pretty cheap. I think they're all 20 like maybe like $10, $20. They are not expensive games. So yeah, you can play a lot of those games right now. Yeah. Next up is our next. Oh yeah. You already said. Yeah. Next up is our award for best game direction, which Astrobot took home.
Ah, fucking course.
um,
Cuba.
Astrobot. I think yeah, Astrobot. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have not played Astrobot. I did play the original Astrobot's Playroom, and that one was like pretty good. But that one was also free. That came on your PS5. So yeah. Yeah, like I don't know if Astrobot should have won this one because I haven't played it yet, but I feel like sure why not? Fuck give it then, I guess. So Rakami, what do you have to say?
Screw you guys. Keep snubbing me.
I don't even think a Nintendo games were even nominated for best game direction.
No, no, no. They were fucking snubbed this year.
All right.
No, no, barely any categories in the ones that they were they lost.
All right. Yeah. I get it. Okay. Next up is another one of these games that just kind of says, "What the fuck?"
Oh,
Turok Origins. Fucking Turok.
Rock, yo.
Okay, Turok is like on the same level as fucking uh as uh as what's it called as Virtua Fighter. Um, like Turok is kind of dead. It's a franchise that's kind of dead. Um,
Urok.
and and yeah, no, like the thing is, like the last Turok game Escape from Lost Valley, was taken out of any of all digital stores on January in 2022. Um, and technically, Turok is based on comics, I think, or well, not really. Yeah, it's based on comics, and it eventually got to the series. And the last official Turok game that you can probably buy, since it's on Microsoft Windows, uh, is is the 2008 Turok game.
What?
Yeah. Which was a reboot of the other Turok games. And now we are getting a new Turok game. It's
Rock.
it's been so long again, almost like 16 years or almost 17 since the release of the last Turok game, and we're getting a new Turok game, and it looks great. Like holy shit!
Wow.
I think I missed this announcement, but yeah, like actually getting a new Turok game was so weird to see. The last Turok game was released when I was fucking 2 or 3. Yeah, 3. No, yeah, no, 2. When I was 2. Like, holy shit! All right, Rock Comedy. What do you think about Turok Origins?
It's a weird.
I
What
do
a
mean
guy
for
fighting a dino.
anyone who doesn't really know anything about Turok, especially since it's a game where you shoot fucking dinosaurs. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Hmm.
Yeah, no. Turok Origins looks great. Doesn't have a release date just yet, but I'm very excited for Turok Origins. Next up is the next update for Helldivers 2, Helldivers 2 Omens of Tyranny.
I've never played
Helldivers
those
2
games.
looks like a lot of fun, and good thing it's getting more updates. I think that well deserved the things here. I think Helldivers 2 was snubbed at the Game Awards. Even though it did win a lot of awards, I think it was snubbed for Game of the Year, at least a nomination. Yeah, but cool thing that we're getting more content for it. I have not played Helldivers 2 myself, but it always looks like a game that's right up my alley, and I will probably eventually get it at some point, but not right now. Yeah, I recommend. What do you have to say about Helldivers 2: Moments of
I've never
Tyranny?
played and never gotten interested.
All right, but yeah. Anyways, Helldivers 2: Moments of Tyranny is available now. Next up is Warframe 1999. So I played Warframe a bit, and I do quite like it, but I just don't have I haven't played it quite a bit, and but I do think 1999 setting is kind of cool, especially since this looks to be kind of like a different world, like an alternate history kind of world where there's more technology back in the 90s, and it's like cyborg and shit. That I think is a very interesting way to take the lore of Warframe. But yeah, I do like this. I do like seeing that, and I think it's always cool to have like this different take on history in these like super sci-fi worlds. So yeah, recommend. What do you think?
I just think that I'm pretty into history, so I approve.
Yeah, you approve. But yeah, Warframe 1999, which is an update, not like an actual game, is available now. Next up is Power World Fabric, which is the next update for Power World.
Oh, the phone
Okay,
game.
yeah, the shoot 'em up Pokemon game. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of Power World, to be honest. I'm like, I don't like, I like the concept. I just don't like that they're stealing fucking Pokemon's like property. Like
Yeah, just
it like
grab a peek.
pretty much.
Let's try and shoot a Pikachu to death. That's
Yeah, yeah,
Nintendo's after me.
yeah. I don't like Power World a lot, but I think if it had like actual like um original concepts, I think it would have been received a lot better by Pokemon fans, and especially like by a lot of people. I think it would have been received a lot better, but it wasn't, and it's not, and yeah, just that. So yeah, I mean, fine, there's getting a new update. in the middle of the fucking lawsuit that they're getting, and they're announcing shit. That's kind of wild.
Pretty based,
But yeah,
man.
but yeah. What do you think, Rat Comedy, about the new update for Power World?
This game is a rip-off. Pokemon with guns. Ah, I died.
All right, yeah.
My
Well,
fault.
the Fabric update for Power World is available now as well. And next up is Wuthering Waves getting a PS5 port. So, what? It's a fucking gotcha game.
I
That's
don't
what
know what it is, and I don't care. I don't. I'm
that's what
just
Wuthering
playing.
Waves is. I'm not the biggest fan of gotcha games, to be honest, and this game has not changed anything. I would not mind a game with the Genshin Impact art style.
Ew.
That's not a fucking gotcha game. Like, I would
You
not
you
mind that.
you play that game, okay?
I have played Genshin Impact. I have.
Yep, I knew it. You're
But
playing one game.
I've only played 1 hour of the game.
What's the game?
I've not played that much of the game. So yeah, but yeah, I've not played any other. I've not wasted money on Genshin Impact. I have not played past that 1 hour.
Okay, listen. Okay, so I have to go away for a little bit, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So
All right.
yeah.
I'll keep it interesting for a bit. But yeah. Wuthering Waves. I looks fine, I guess. If you like gotcha games, go ahead. Take that. But yeah. Wuthering Waves. Cool thing is getting a PS5 port. I think I talked about it like a way long ago about Wuthering Waves, and it just came out like last year. But yeah, cool. It's getting a PS5 port, and I feel like I guess if there's a game with the Genshin Impact art style that just wasn't a gacha game, I think I would be fine with that. But there is none, so yeah. Anyways, Wuthering Waves on PS5 is available now. Next up is an award for the best debut indie game, which was Balatro. Which I was very surprised that the developer behind Balatro was actually like that was their first game. Cool thing that Balatro won. I like that Balatro won. Um, because I've heard nothing but good things about Balatro, and I think that it was well deserved the win that it got, and yeah, no, like I do quite like that, and it's sad to see that the developer couldn't make it to the actual award show. Or maybe they didn't want to do that, or maybe like yeah, so he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to go up there or anything. So yeah, just kind of like seeing but just kind of seeing that and him getting like his first game, maybe being this like I don't know, I just like this. I think it's very cool. I think it's very cool to have this recognition, especially for his first game. Yeah, cool. He didn't win Game of the Year, but he got nominated for Game of the Year. That's something. That means you're doing something good. Next up is another one of those crazy announcements that got announced for in this. Onimusha Way of the Sword. What a fucking gigantic announcement. Onimusha was one of those franchises that did sell well, but it hasn't gotten a game again since 2006. Like it had that TV series not too long ago. Uh, but like the last game they released for this franchise came out for the PS2. It was a franchise that stayed entirely within the PS2, and now we're getting a new Onimusha game. It is wild to see that. Like it's so genuinely insane. To have this. I bought the first Onimusha game, so we will eventually review I will eventually review the Onimusha. I will eventually review Onimusha Warlords on the podcast. So yeah, and also I am planning to go back and like review a bunch of like video game adaptations. So we'll eventually talk about the Onimusha anime. But yeah, no, Onimusha was a very surprising announcement, and I am very excited to actually get to talk about the game. And because I bought it, it was on sale, and I bought the game. So yeah, I like that, and I like what I'm seeing from the game. I haven't played it yet. I'm not gonna touch it for a while, but yeah, like I'm very excited for Onimusha Way of the Sword. That is coming out in 2026. It is a very very long time away. But yeah, next up is the first Berserker Kazan. And Danish 20 gameplay, and I can't fucking remember any gameplay. I think this is supposed to be a Souls-like game, which I mean, cool. It's up. I didn't know it was set. I heard about this game for a long ass time, but I didn't know it was set in an actual universe. But yeah, like I'm not interested. I'm not really interested in this game. But at least like me, like learning that it was set in a universe cleared up some things because I didn't know why it was called the first Berserker. But now that it is set in a universe, and now that I know it's set in a universe, it's cool to see that. It's cool to see that. Yeah, the first Berserker Kazan is coming out on March 27th, 2025, and you can pre-order it now. And next up is the game that first Berserker Kazan is based on. Now, first Berserker Kazan has a very like edgy, realistic art style. And then comes the game that's the game that shares its same universe, Dungeon Fighter Rod, and this game looks like Genshin Impact. It's like goddamn no gameplay for this game either, but it looks like Genshin Impact. This might be another fucking gacha game, for all I know. But yeah, yeah, just really really weird. Just to see that comparison have that just like be part of it, but yeah. Anyways, what a wild ass like thing to see. It was just such a weird comparison. But yeah, anyways, Dungeon Fighter Rod has no release date as of yet, but it will release eventually. Next up is Dying Light: The Beast. We've covered this before in the Gamescom. In the Gamescom episode. But yeah, Dying Light: The Beast looks cool. I've always been interested in Dying Light, and it seems to be like a cool little spin-off that they're going in. And I feel like they could take. I think the direction they're going with this game could implicate some really big things for the franchise. But yeah, I think Dying Light the Beast looks a lot of fun, and a good addition to the Dying Light franchise. Like I said, I want to get into Dying Light. I just haven't gotten the chance to actually buy the game. But yeah, again, it just looks a lot of fun. But yeah, Dying Light the Beast is coming out in summer of 2025. Next up is more sort of like rapid fire winners. First up, best action adventure game, Astrobot won. Best RPG, Matter for Fantasio won. Content Creator of the Year, Queso won. Best sports / racing game, EA Sports FC 25 won, and then best Sims / strategy game, Frostpunk 2 won. Astrobot, I feel like maybe I think somebody else could have taken that best adventure game. I think Metaphor Fantasy was like the only fucking choice for best RPG. Glad that Queso won Category of the Year. I have nothing to say about EA Sports FC 25, and I think we've covered Frostpunk 2, and I feel like I actually like wants to play that game. I forgot about it, and I do like Sims. I do like Sim strategy games. It's just that I'm not exactly the biggest. I'm not on top of that sort of genre, so I don't know which one's the hot game coming out. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Next up is for announcements, game announcements, Hunt Showdown 1896, Post Malone's Murder Circus, which is an event that's running in the game. Fucking weirdest ass crossover. Post Malone with his like tattoos and shit does not fit at all with the style of an 1896 setting. So yeah, it's so weird. It's such a weird thing to even like have. But yeah, no, I think it's like fine, but yeah, just it's such a weird thing to even like include here. But yeah, I think it looks fun, but as an event, I think it's fine. But as like, and I think the game looks fun, but instead, like aside from that, I'm not really interested. So yeah. Anyways, Hunter on 1896, the Post Malone Murder Circus event is available now for those who want to play. Next up is again like a really weird thing that they had here. They had the Squid Game Unleashed game announcement. I feel like this is a better way of having a Squid Game like adaptation into other genres instead of having a fucking instead of it being a instead of just having it as a instead of just kind of having it as like a reality show type thing or game show. That's kind of weird to have that because that's like the entire point of that's like what they're trying not to do. It's like the whole point of the fucking show is just don't have this, and then they do happen in real life. It's like so weird. And then Mr. Beast did it again. It's like, god damn it, just fucking stop. But I feel like having it as a video game is a lot better because you're not like putting real people like you're not putting real people through terrible conditions. So having it as a game, I think it's a lot better. And I feel like, but yeah, I'm still not interested. It's a Netflix game, so it's like fucking weird as shit. Oh yeah, and that Steel Paws game was also a Netflix game. It's like why the fuck? But yeah. Anyway, Squid Game Unleashed is available now, and they also showed a little bit of Squid Game season 2. I have not watched the first season of Squid Game. I will have to get on top so I can be in that Squid Game season 2 episode because we already covered the first season, so I want to get on top of that and actually go ahead and watch the first season of Squid Game and go ahead and and do the Squid Game season 2 episode. But yeah, like I want you to get to it, but not right now. Not right now. Anyways, yeah, Squid Game season 2 is out now if you want to go watch it. Next up is the best ongoing game, which which the trophy, I guess the award, which went to Helldivers 2. Cool that Helldivers 2 got the award. I feel like it's well deserved for them to get it. Again, they've had quite a big presence and people have really enjoyed their game, and they've had like a bunch of updates here and there, and I think it's really cool that to really have that there. All right, next up is for game announcements, back game announcements. It's Stage Fright. The cool concept here with Stage Fright. I feel like having a developer be like a fucking it comes from developers of Overcooked, so this might be like a like one of those games that might have you screaming at whoever you're playing it with. This seems like to be a very co-op game, kind of in the same vein as It Takes Two and the other one we fought that we talked about, Split Fiction. So yeah, I like really cool to see that here, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, still cool to see that there, and definitely like taking like the studios like taking a bunch of like is like taking like this co-op thing to its like as its heart, like it's part of its franchise and all that. So yeah, I like that they're keeping up with this tradition of having this sort of thing. But yeah, Stage Fright was a lot of fun. It hasn't released it as of yet, but yeah, like it's coming soon. Next up is Game of Thrones King's Road. Uh, looks fine. I'm not the biggest Game of Thrones fan. I have not watched a single Game of Thrones thing ever. Uh, it's fine, I guess. Like it did. I don't think they showed any gameplay. So kind of all I have to talk about is like what it really showed, and it showed kind of nothing. So yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like it's kind of cashing in on like Game of Thrones, even though Game of Thrones fucking ended on a weird ass note, like on a bad note. It left like a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. So having it be here and like have this sort of a reputation, I feel like it's a bit weird, but whatever, right? Anyways, yeah, Game of Thrones King's Road is coming out in 2025. Next up is Monster Hunter. Now season 4, Roars of the from the Winter Wind. Such a big fucking fake out. We have been waiting so long to get any updates on Monster Hunter Wilds. We did get some gameplay recently of Monster Hunter Wilds, but instead we got a Monster Hunter Now announcement, and it has like Tigrex and like Lagami, Volvidon, stuff on the camp. Cool thing they're getting added. I've not played Monster Hunter Now in a very long time. Yeah, cool thing that they're getting added. The Switch has got added, so that's cool. Yeah, like aside from that, I've not played Monster Hunter Now, and they faked us out from Monster Hunter Wilds news. Even though I think that at that point, I think Ryozo would have shown up on stage to really announce it. But yeah, like aside from that, there was nothing really. So yeah, Monster Hunter Now Season 4, Roars from the Winter Wind is available now. Next up was what I was talking about RAT Comedy earlier in the episode about the game that has the most outrageous thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life, and that is Double Dragon Revive. Now, Double Dragon is one of those really old franchises. Like Double Dragon is a classic ass franchise, and cool that we're seeing here. Like cool that we're seeing Double Dragon sort of take sort of be back in this in this. I feel like that's really cool to just see that sort of thing happen. Just kind of get just kind of kind of get this. Yeah, it's like cool that we're getting some games like that, but we have not but like what they did with the release date is kind of outrageous. I'm gonna be real. They did something really weird with the release date. It's coming out October 23rd, 2025, which is fine. I'm not mad that they announced the release date right now, but it is available for pre-order right now. It is almost a full year out. It is 9 months out. 10 by the time it got announced. Like you don't we don't need that money right now, man. You don't need to do that. What the fuck? You don't need this shit right now. Come on. Like it's so weird. But yeah, Double Down Revive, cool. Hello, Rock Comedy. You came back just at the right time. I was wondering because we're kind of getting to your favorite part here,
Oh,
where you get to share on Last of Us Part 2, but we have some things to cover.
wow.
But yeah, I was just talking about Double Dragon Revive, so we're gonna move on from that to Solo Leveling Arise, which is based on the Solo Leveling anime.
Oh, here we go. More dumbass mobile games that are just in my phone all the time.
Yeah, I'm not too excited for this. It's gonna get a new update or some shit, but yeah, like it's a mobile game. Like who cares? I don't think mobile games should be announced at this fucking point.
It's sort of
Like,
fucking dumb.
it's such a bad thing. I don't like mobile games. So yeah, like what do you say about What do you say about Soul Leveling Arise?
Gotcha shit. Get
Yeah,
out of here.
yeah. Anyways, yeah.
No, no, not gotcha, not gotcha. I'm sorry. Genshin.
I guess yeah, yeah. Some other stuff coming on. Like yeah, just yeah. Soul Leveling Arise is not very fucking interesting. Next up is Screamer, and Screamer is another one of those fucking classic ass franchises that hasn't gotten a new game in forever. Like
Reamer.
yeah, it's a reboot of the franchise was announced like obviously it was announced here, but there are but it's like but there hasn't been a new Screamer game in since 1996,
Mm-hmm.
and it's exclusively for like PC. Like this is such a weird ass franchise to bring back, but I'm glad it's getting brought back because a lot of people really I think a lot of people really need to play a lot of those older games. Like a lot of older franchises. I'm glad a lot of older franchises are being brought back for the new generation. that we're seeing here, and Screamer's one of those really, really weird ones to see here. But I'm glad it's here. I'm really glad. I'm really glad it's here. Yeah, Rakam, what do you have to say? What do you have to say about Screamer?
Not really all that interested.
Yeah, I mean it's a racing game. Like I'm not the biggest guy on the racing game like thing, but like like I can respect bringing back a 30-year-old franchise.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Screamer is coming out in 2026, which will mark the 30th anniversary of Screamer 2, which is the other game that came out. But yeah. Okay, next up. Okay, we have your favorite part, Last of Us Part 2 remastered on PC.
Shut up.
So, what do you have to say about The Last of Us Part 2?
Thanks for the snub in 2022 or whatever that year was.
2020, the first Game Award you're ever gonna cover.
20, 2020. Okay, I still got beef with you, and I'm not buying your game. That's all I have to say.
But yeah, they released a remaster at some point of Last of Us Part 2. Don't know why. The game came out for fucking at the end of the PS4 lifespan. It did not need a fucking remaster.
Mhm.
And that's coming out on PC. Cool, I guess. I have my issues with the game. I'm not gonna give it like the time of day, but yeah, just fucking Last of Us Part 2, man. It snubbed so many games at the 2020 Game Awards. It had like every fucking award given to it. But yeah, Last of Us Part 2 remastered on PC is coming out on April 3rd, 2025. Next up is the award for Best Adaptation, which was given to Fallout.
Mm.
Now, I know that technically Sonic 3 should have won, but Sonic
Technically,
3 wasn't nominated because it came out after the Game Awards.
yeah.
So I get it. I get why they didn't put it in there. But Knuckles was nominated, and that one didn't deserve to win. And people,
No,
I thought
I don't.
Arcane. What?
I don't think Knuckles would have won anyway. Like,
Yeah. What I am surprised by is like Arcane Season 2 didn't win. That's what I'm surprised by. I'm surprised that Fallout won because holy, what the fuck? How did Fallout win?
it's Fallout.
Yeah, it's Fallout, but Fallout's been in this shit for like, the last since '76 came out. Like
Hmm.
it's not the best reputation. Let's be real here. But yeah,
But imagine,
Fallout.
imagine if Sonic 3 was there instead of Knuckles. What would have
I
clean?
think it would have been a better competition, but maybe I think Sonic 3 would have won in that case.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Are we allowed to discuss spoilers here now? I mean, it's been like 3 weeks since Sonic 3.
Sure, I don't really fucking care.
Oh, okay, so it basically adapted Sonic Adventure 2 very well, and it's a very popular Sonic game. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's kind
Oh,
of fucking that's like the least spoiler thing because that's kind of obvious.
oh, oh, Sonic 3 episode spoilers.
Yeah, Sonic 3 episode spoilers. It's based on Sonic Adventure 2, which we could tell from the fucking trailers.
Oh yeah, yeah, the logo. And we got the Sonic here fighting Black Sonic here. They're just duking it out.
Yeah, like yeah, it's like fucking hell. It's. I think it would have won if it was like there instead of Knuckles. But yeah, Fallout won.
Literally, Shadows Aura legit would have just shut it up the first place.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's
next
how
up
good.
is for game announcements. It's Den of Wolves, which I have to look up.
Dan of Wolves.
This is like that. This is a multiplayer shoot up like PvP game. All right.
Mystery heads.
Heist FPS. Sorry, heist. So it's like Payday. Okay, yeah. Looks cool. It's like a. I guess it would be like kind of like a cyberpunk esque Payday. Now that's a really cool setting, I think, because not a lot of like developers really go in that direction. with games, but yeah, I like that they're going this direction for like a game. The only time I've ever seen like a cyberpunk like heist type thing is cyberpunk at like Cyberpunk 2077 where you steal the relic. That's like the only time I've ever seen like anything really heist setting in that. So yeah. Aside from that, nothing much more to say about Den of Wolves. Rakami, what did to say?
We're all wearing furry heads with this one.
What?
Got the wolf masks and all.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. You do have the yeah. Hold on. Am I what you're saying? Yeah. You do have the masks. I'm getting a bunch of fucking books called Den of Wolves instead of just like the actual game. It's like I know what those books are. They're fucking like they're definitely like erotica.
What?
Uh, with a name like Den of Wolves, do you think it wouldn't be anything else other than erotica? Come on.
I, Other than just wolf wolf stuff. Okay.
No, it's not gonna be like that. Let me tell you. A name like Den of Wolves. Come on. Anyways, moving on to something that's surely not you're not gonna like. We're gonna talk about Zenless Zone Zero and its new update.
Well, this looks like another Genshin
Yeah, it's made
Impact
by the same
game.
people. It's made by the same people.
Oh, ew, ew, ew. Get out of here. Get out.
But yeah, I mean, cool thing. It's more money that people get to spend on this game, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, it's like such a weird thing. But yeah, whatever. I guess like, hey, you get more money to spend, so whatever, right?
Congratulations.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the new update for Zenless Zero does not have a release date just yet. So, and we're not done just yet because the next announcement is Honkai Star Rail version 3.0.
Ew.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's super nasty.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of fucking Star Rail. It's just an RPG, and it's like a gacha RPG, so it's like the worst thing ever. God damn.
Well, Genshin makers, by the way.
Yeah, same people. Yeah. Hey, it's Honkai Star
Ew.
Rail version 3.0 is coming out on January 2025. Next up is the award for best score music, which was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth won. Now, Final Fantasy music is always a fucking banger. So I'm not surprised that they won this award. But yeah, Rakami, what do you think about them winning this award?
The Sephiroth theme goes hard.
It does go hard, really. There's no really topping the Sephiroth theme.
Start with the Snoop Dogg thingy, though.
What?
Snoop Dogg scene.
I did not. That was not an announcement, but yeah, sure. Like Snoop Dogg did have a live performance, and so did 21 Pilots. That's not really like I'm not really interested in that, but yeah, that happened, and that was cool. It was cool. It was honestly cool seeing Snoop Dogg perform,
Hmm,
and I'm glad he cares about games to some extent.
hmm.
But yeah, next up is a new game announcement: Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. So obviously, Sonic Racing
Ooh, hey, dog.
is the sort of like Mario Kart version of Sonic, and it's gonna get a new game at some point.
Hedgehog.
They had like 20 seconds of actual like footage of the trailer, so there's not much to talk about really. But yeah, Sonic Racing
Ooh.
Crossworlds is kind of cool. Recommend. What do you think? Have you played a Sonic Racing game?
I have indeed, okay? I've played Sonic and Sega All Stars on the DS, and I remember always picking the Sonic characters. I never knew their Sega characters because my DS never had any other Sega games besides Mario Sonic and another one. But yeah, I've always played the Sonic ones.
All right, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, Sonic Racing. I mean, there's nothing to really say other than Shadows in the game, which is kind of cool. And
My
it's like it'll be like
boy.
It looks like it'll at least like have some technology, like I guess like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, where you can go like through dimensions and shit. That's gonna be really interesting to see in like race car in like race cars, and especially since like Mario Kart hasn't had a new game in quite a bit. I think maybe Sonic Racing coming back in a big way could really put some competition on it.
Shadow Sorrow car is it again?
Yeah, shout out Sonic Racing car, which makes sense. But I would have preferred to see him in a motorcycle.
Nah. He's. You put him on whatever. He's just gonna carry it. I don't care. Put him on a.
Yeah.
I don't care. A bike. It doesn't
All
matter.
right. Yeah.
It'll be cool.
But next up, and next announcement is Mafia: The Old Country, which is a new Mafia prequel. I played a little bit of the first Mafia game, or at least like at least like a remaster or like a remake of the first Mafia game. And it's fine, but I've only really played a little, and I've not really played a lot of the games, so I'm not exactly uh too into the franchise. But it's cool to see that. I think Italy's is like a really like underutilized place for like the mafia as a mafia setting,
Mhm.
because it's usually like New York, right? Like rock comedy. Like usually
Yeah.
a lot of the mafia is portrayed in New York.
Gangster. Mhm.
But like it came from Italy, so seeing at least like that part of it, I think it's very cool. So I recommend. What do you think?
Yeah. Okay. So it's pretty odd for that to be out in the countryside, but at the same time it's pretty cool. And also some I think the gameplay looks pretty good here.
Yeah, it's like the Mafia franchise, but like it's just the Mafia franchise like normal gameplay, but like not we're getting this new sort of like we're getting this new game out of it, and I'm not sure when the last Mafia game came out. It can't be. It couldn't have been that long. It couldn't have been that short ago. Mafia game. There you go. I don't think it was like I'm thinking I don't know. Oh yeah, but man, no, it's not it. It's a party game. Let me see if I can just find the thing. Nope. Just video game. Here we go. They have released. Oh, they've released quite a few games. So like the main series, was Mafia, Mafia 2, Mafia 3, Mafia: The Definitive Edition, which I'm pretty sure contains all three games. No, it's a remake of the. Oh, it's a remake of the first game. Okay.
Mhm.
And then there was the Mafia Trilogy pack, which I'm pretty sure that's the one I have. At least I just have the Mafia Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's Mafia: The Old Country, which is the new game. But yeah, there's only three Mafia games. So yeah, like quite a bit, but yeah, like cool things coming from the Mafia franchise. Like, I'm glad it's coming back. Yeah, cool things. And anyways, Mafia: The Old Country is coming out in summer 2025. Next up, more awards in a row. Best independent game, Balatro. Best mobile game, Balatro. Best audio design, Senua Saga Hellblade 2. And player's voice, the one that's 100% voted by the community, Black Myth Wukong. So cool thing, Balatro keeps winning. Senua Saga Hellblade 2, I keep forgetting it came out this year. And Black Myth Wukong deserved that win from the player's voice. So Rakamai, what do you think about like any of these awards?
I'm just happy AFK lost.
You're happy all those like every single like one of those games in the in those fuck in like, that was nominated for players voice. I like kept going for players voice was all like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Zone Zero, like all that shit. I think at the end it was like I remember at the end it was Black Myth Wukong, Wuthering Waves, Genshin Impact, Zone Zero, and Elden Ring Shadow of the Tree.
Mhm.
Like that was player's voice. Like goddamn, can people pick something else?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, going back to some game announcements and we're going to the last few game announcements, starting with Infinity Nikki. Um, Cool. I think Infinity was cool. Like, the dress up game, whatever the fuck, fine.
What's up game with Pokemon, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I was
You just
surprised to learn
accepted
it
that
was actually
already.
I was surprised to learn it was actually free.
It's free.
But yeah, yeah, it's free. I was very surprised. But yeah,
What microtransactions?
they probably does have microtransactions, to be honest. But yeah, fine, cool game. Fine game, I guess. Just not my thing. But yeah, it's available now, so I'm guessing you share the same opinion.
Not my thing.
Yeah. Next up is Dispatch, the game with Jesse Pinkman.
Jesse.
Jesse, to be superheroes. I like the concept of the game. It's definitely taken a lot of inspiration from like the what do you call it? Um the games from Telltale, like the Telltale, like
Mhm.
for example Walking Dead game, or the Minecraft story mode. Like, it takes stuff from those type of games.
Yeah.
Aaron Paul's in here. Yeah, a lot of different characters like portrayed by YouTubers. Like Moist Critical is in the trailer.
Oh my god.
Like, and I feel like the actual concept of the game is very interesting. Having it be like a washed up superhero dispatching other superheroes, that's very cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, I think Dispatch is a very cool game. So, Red Comedy, what do you think?
Bitch, that shit is the bomb, yo.
Yeah, I think it's a lot cool. I think not a lot of people would like I think the Telltale games are not for everybody, but if you do like those type of games, then this is for you. Yeah. Anyways, it's coming out next this year, 2025. Next up is the award for best narrative, and the last award before the Game of the Year award. Best narrative was won by Metaphor ReFantasia, which makes sense since Metaphor ReFantasia is made by the Persona team, which makes 100-hour fucking games. So
That's
it
one
better
of
have
the
a good
safest.
story.
And I guess it did.
Yeah, like I guess it did. Next up, a very big announcement for me at least. Uh, Okami is getting a sequel. Okami is another type of game. It's another game that hasn't gotten a fucking game, a game in almost 20 years. The first Okami game came out in 2006, and this was a one remaster, and that's it. And then there's Okami then, but that one doesn't really count. Okami getting a sequel is so fucking huge, and they brought back the studio after closing it. And then the guy, okay, the guy Hideaki, whatever the fuck I forgot his name is. Uh, he left Capcom after his studio was closed to then fund Platinum Games, which made like Bayonetta and shit, and Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
I guess the M-rated Nintendo game.
Yeah, and then he left Platinum to go back to Capcom and reinstate his old studio, and then make Okami.
Team player. Literally.
That's so huge, and I'm glad to see that. Like, it's insane to think about. But yeah, I am so excited for an Okami sequel. I bought the first game. But yeah, Rakami, what do you think?
I said the award pretty much expected, honestly. Ow.
Yeah, it's very unexpected. But yeah, that's Okami. That's the Okami sequel for it. We don't have a name for it. There's no release date, but it apparently it's entering production. It just entered production. So seeing that, yeah. Anyways, next up is our penultimate announcement for the night. Crimson Desert. Now,
Oh, I meant unexpected for the Okami thing, okay? Like, I remember the chat going extremely well, and I was like, what? And, they're, they're learning, then, wow.
yeah, Okami is very well loved. It didn't do as well. It didn't do well like sale wise, but it definitely gained a cult following in the following years. But yeah, uh, Crimson Desert is next, and this game was a game that the people in the podcast that were supposed to be in the podcast, for example, Pee Wee at Seed. When we first watched the 2020 Game Awards, which was again like the first time I really watched those with people, we fell in love with Crimson Desert. Like, it was a game we wanted to buy firsthand. Like, And I still here. I think the gameplay looks a lot of fun. I tried playing as like the game. This is supposed to be a spiritual successor, like Black Desert, and I don't really like Black Desert. I feel like it's a gameplay, and it's my opinion, it's not still looks incredible. And I'm kind of sad that I did ask. It's I think I asked it Seed about a Christian Desert, and he did not remember anything about this game. Like he didn't remember what it was about. Yeah. And he's like, comment.
Wow.
What do you think about Christian Desert?
I mean, it looks alright, but like again, not interested.
All right, yeah. Anyways, yeah, finally getting at least window at some for some for this game coming out late 2025. Next up, the last announcement of the night: Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophets. So this is officially the first new license like IP from Naughty Dog since Last of Us 1 back in 2013. This is very huge. Uh, just and the fact that they're like officially embracing the fact that they made Crash Bandicoot and Slight and Jack and Daxter. I feel like I feel like the game is in good hands. It's like, well, somewhat good hands. I feel like they're taking this a little bit less seriously with this new franchise. But yeah, the only thing I don't like is that Neil Druckmann is part of it, and Neil Druckmann is kind of not a good writer or director. So yeah. Hey, Rakami, what do you think about Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet?
I like the visuals a lot here.
Yeah, I do like the visual. Like it's like a 1980s type thing. But yeah, continue if you have anything to say.
I'm pretty sure this is just for a trailer, but still looks great.
Maybe, but the thing is, like, I don't know. I think like they keep that sense while we're going to in the game,
Hmm.
especially since they're capitalizing a lot for it in it. But yeah, I feel like this is a cool thing that we're getting new IP from Naughty Dog. Definitely been a while, but yeah, that's Heretic Prophet. It hasn't released us yet. I think maybe like if PlayStation is doing a PlayStation showcase for summer, I feel like we could learn more about this game. But yeah, I don't think it's coming out until like 2026 or something. Like, it's not coming out this year. They would have said it. Yeah. Now we're at the big moment, Game of the Year,
No, no,
which
no. We gotta appreciate the fluke guy first, okay?
Fluke Guy's always awesome. The Fluke Guy is
Yeah.
always awesome. He's the best part of the goddamn show. He's always awesome. He's always there. Yeah. Props for the Fluke Guy. And there was another one that really went fucking wild here. I forgot who it was, but some people like the music in this award show went kind of hard, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah.
It was one of the best parts of this award show. But yeah. Anyways, props to that guy. But Game of the Year, Astrobot.
Another slub.
I'm fine with Astrobot winning. I'm glad Astrobot won. I think a lot of people wanted Black Myth Wukong to win, and you know what? I'd be fine with that one too. But Astrobot really shows people that you can get a fun game with paying homage to other franchises, like just paying homage to your fans, and have it be the best game of the year. I feel like if Elden Ring actually won anything, if Elden Ring Shadow of the Year Tree won anything, I think I would have had a big problem.
Well,
I don't think
yeah,
Shadow of the Year Tree should have been nominated.
a DLC. Imagine losing to a
A DLC.
DLC.
And I feel like, and the thing is, I love the fucking dichotomy that this shit had. The irony that it had. They nominated Shadow of the Year Tree because they wanted to, right? Because they said, oh, we can just do that now. They've never done it before, but now they can do it. And then they have it win nothing. notice,
Then pay off.
notice everything that Child of the Year Tree was nominated for, it lost.
Well, that states.
Yeah, it's like, why the fuck did you do it anyways if it's not gonna win anything? I was so convinced that Charlie Your Tree would like sweep the awards this year because it was favoritized. It was favoritism, and then it didn't happen.
Wow.
It was the opposite. It was like left behind the Rock pretty much. It won none of the awards that it was ever nominated for. What the fuck? But yeah, Rakamai, what do you think about Astrobot winning?
Those 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 Nintendo snubs won the whole thing, and I'm pretty disappointed.
Maybe this year. Maybe this year.
No.
I think this year you'd have a little bit of fun since I think maybe Metroid Prime 4 will get nominated for Game of the Year, but only it's not gonna
I
win.
mean, Metroid looks lit, okay. And I don't know what they're gonna do this year because this year is another year of Mario Anniversary, and well, I don't know if they're gonna do
Yeah, and
this year.
also they are 100% like they said it announcing the Switch 2 like it's happening. So I think this will be a biggie for Nintendo. They have to do something big. Like they have to do something big.
We'll just wait to February.
I think it's gonna announce earlier than that. We might see it very very soon. But yeah,
Imagine.
um, yeah, that's good about it. I think this is one of the best Game Awards. Like I said, gaming is so back. We have fucking great games coming out. We have like less focus on live service. We are 100% getting back in like with good games. And 2025 is only the start. 2026 will continue this. I think that 100% this year. My prediction for this year, Grand Theft Auto 6 will win Game of the Year for 2025. That's just a given.
Of course. Unless if something happens, okay, and everybody will get right.
Unless it gets delayed, which I do not think so, because Rockstar is very adamant about it coming out this year. Like they have said multiple times, we're not delaying this thing. But yeah,
And they do.
that's about it. You've already kind of heard of our thoughts on it. But yeah, what did you guys think about the Game Awards? Link on below. All our socials are in the description, and you know, Rat Comedy. Say your goodbyes.
Please, subscribe to me. Please. Okay, I've been losing subs, okay, at a very slow rate, and we've gotten below 100, and I do not like that. Okay, so I like to have 100 subs at least. Okay, please. I'm begging you, seriously, right here.
All right. Well,
Okay,
yeah.
besides that, the Mario Party thing sucked. Bye.
Yeah, no. That's about it. See ya.